Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. Christmas is almost here, but before we get Christmas, before we get the delightful treats under the tree and the mistletoe and wine and what have you, a very important thing needs to happen, and that is Hyrule needs saving. Yes, we need to save the land of Hyrule, and we're about to do it with three of our best racers here today. But before we tell you about them, let me first take some time to introduce myself and my commentators for today. Now, you will see Love and Floofen's picture here. Floof would like to be here, but is currently in the middle of doing something, so he's hoping that he'll be able to slide in later on. So if his voice just suddenly appears, don't worry, it's absolutely fine, and it's been planned for. But until that time, I will be joined solely by the excellent Stevens Rocket. How are you doing?
Good afternoon. I'm doing fine. What do you think Christmas in Hyrule would be like?
Roast Gannon. That's the low-hanging meat, as it were.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were telling me earlier before we began that you're familiar with this game, but this will be the first time that you've actively watched a randomizer of it.
Yes. So yeah, compared to the last time when I knew Link's Awakening inside out, this is going to be a bit of a different experience for me because I'm going to be like, I know this, but wait, I don't know this. So I'm excited. Excellent.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I only know this game as half of the much more successful and better randomizer SMZ3. So it's nice. It's going to be nice to see what our three runners do on Babby mode randomizer today, right? Silence.
Right. I mean, silence from the silence from the unintroduced yet.
Yes, they haven't been introduced, so they can't fight back.
The main thing, I mean, I'm sure we get into is just figuring out. Like, we've got the same sort of parameters for how to win the game. It's just the methods of how we get there is going to be a little bit interesting.
Yes, and we've got some other elements at play as well that are going to be randomized. But we'll get into that when the races have been introduced. So, before we get started today, let me just take a second to remind you that StruggleR Season 3 is brought to you by the Wheel of Struggle. We're a gaming group that play different games every week based on a wheel spin, and we compete for points. It's kind of like a book club for games. If you've ever thought, I've got this big backlog of games and I don't know what to play, we'll tell you what to play. We'll spin a wheel each week, we'll decide for you, and you'll have to play it to some arbitrary rules that then designate a score, and that score will go towards a leaderboard where everyone competes for points. It's very exciting, and Season 8 is just around the corner, so I'm continually told. So look forward to that. You can go to wheelofstruggle.com for all the details, and you can also find their links to the Discord, which is where most people hang out. And you might want to just join the Discord and see what it's like before you decide to commit to a season. So feel free to do that now. There's never been a better time to join, in fact. So we'd love to see you there. Okay, so today it's a long corner, it is. Zelda: A Link to the Past. We're going to be playing today, I believe, what has been referred to as Rando NMG%, which is no major glitches. Racers must complete A Link to the Past as quickly as possible. All main items are randomized, and players have an automatic tracker at the side of their gameplay so we can follow along with their progress. A full list of approved glitches have been agreed upon, and I'm sure we'll touch on some of those in a moment. And time will be called on a player when they deliver the final hit to Ganon. So that's how we're going to go. Without any further ado, let's introduce you to today's racers while I collect up all of the lovely file names that have been suggested in the chat. I will leave it to Stevens Rocket to introduce player 1, DMAC.
Okay, good afternoon, DMAC.
Good afternoon.
So, this is Zelda Randomizer. What's your experience of Zelda and the randomness of this game?
I've been playing Zelda since we first rented Ocarina of Time from Blockbuster when it came out. That was my first introduction to the series. Played everything that's come out besides the CDI games since then. Absolutely loved the series. And only started getting into the randomizer last year, actually as a gateway into SMZ3, which was what I wanted to do as a long-term goal.
Now, as I say, so you started with Ocarina of Time, but so this is obviously the Super Nintendo. This is the earlier in the series, so you end up going forward in time, but then going back in time in order to come back to this great classic game.
Yeah, this was actually the accepting Echoes of Wisdom. This was probably the last game in the series that I actually played. By the time I got around to it.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so like this is my era of Zelda. This is why I'm here. I'm talking about this one because like there's too many Zelda games these days, and I don't know half of the stuff about modern Zeldas. This is my era of Zelda.
Yeah, I heard Garlips talking about a link to the Discord. I've not even heard of that one.
But so, bearing in mind that it's random, do you have any particular plans, or are you just going to have to wait and see how it goes?
I have a fairly strict strategy for the early game, and then I'm just going to try and be a seed whisperer, see where it takes me, and hope for the best.
Nice. And what do you think of your opponents for today?
Titans, absolute titans of the genre.
Okay, well, yep, sort of very respectful. Okay, well, yeah. Garlips, do you want to take player 2?
I will. Thank you very much, Stephen. Kylo or how are we doing today?
Oh boy, I get to be introduced by Garlips. I mean, I'm doing fine. How about you?
I'm actually trying to do a poll at the moment as to which file name will be yours, and Twitch is telling me that it's got naughty words in it. So hang on, there we go. There's now a poll up to decide Kylo's name, so please do that while we talk. Yes,
that should be fine today.
You are, well, I mean, large parts of the randomizer that you're about to play were revealed to you merely minutes ago. So, how are you feeling? Are you feeling trepidation, scaredness?
Worse than I even was feeling before, which I didn't know was possible until I learned that we were having an enemy randomizer. So, I mean, don't worry, it's something that I'm very much excited for, but I have not practiced at all. Been a busy week, but I'm ready to dive in. This is not my first randomizer, so I'm hoping that the randomizer whisper ability comes to me instead of DMAC, but you never know.
All I heard was, I'm the king of Zelda and I'm gonna win.
I mean, that is also true. But just to be safe, I put money down on DMAC.
Very interesting, because I mean, well, we'll be getting into Racer 3 in a moment, but Racer 3 is undefeated, so...
Or, hold on, did I put DMAC? No, I put it on Wugga, my bad.
Just sorry, DMAC off the chat. Just Are
you sure you know what day it is, Kylo?
All I know is that I woke up and then there was some bastard saying, "Hey, get ready at 7:30." I was like, "Well, time to go shower."
Well, we're glad you're here. Even if it's as you believe to be sacrificial lamb for third place, we're going to enjoy a good race day, and I'm sure you will too.
I know that I will still have 100% fun. So
excellent. And I mean, you play a lot of Zelda, you play a lot of randomizers. Where does this?
Who told you?
A little owl.
I thought that was my secret.
Little owl told me, and then he kept saying to you, "Did you understand what I said?" Where does this rank for you personally on the Zelda randos that you play?
Oh, that is a very good question. Probably, like, it used to be first. This used to be the only randomizer I played, and then I really went balls to the wall, basically, to Ocarina of Time, as you are well aware.
Yeah.
I've also done Majora's Mask randomizer, which I do want to get more into, but that is much more tricky. I've done one Wind Waker randomizer, and I have to tinker with the settings some more for that. I've done Link's Awakening randomizer. I've done the original Zelda randomizer. This definitely ranks second among all of the randomizers I've played that are Zelda related. I also, I also like Super SMZ3, but that unfortunately has the Super Metroid part with it, and I'm not that good at Super Metroid.
We're just proving that we are twin brothers / something more, because we even each other out, my friend, because I like the Metroid part.
Yep, I know you do.
Yeah. Oh, I thank you, Hobbytan. I forgot to press enter on the Go Live message. I apologize, but it's now published. I'm trying to do 15 things at once.
All the people are here from us advertising in our various channels.
Fantastic. So, do you have any trash talk for your fellow competitors here today?
Today I do not, because I genuinely cannot back up my game today. Still though, suck it all. Or from Psych, suck it.
Nice. Well, I think that's all that needs to be said. I will now hand over to Stephen to interview player 3. Thank you.
Okay. Today's player 3 is the one and only Wugga. Good afternoon, Wugga.
Afternoon.
Now, despite that fighting talk just now, I will point out, I don't know if this is going to help you or hinder you, but you are currently the overwhelming chat favourite in terms of who's going to win today. Is that warranted confidence, do you reckon?
I just hope I won't let anyone down who voted on me.
It is anyone's game and no one knows what randomizers are going to come up, so you never know. But I mean, how experienced are you at this?
I'd say fairly experienced. I've played Zelda, or this particular one, since the mid-90s. And the randomizer for probably about 10 years now. I'd say probably hundreds of seats at this point. Total. So yeah, I'm feeling rather confident.
I feel that's a good level of practice, which feels a bit more practice than what our other players have been able to muster up in the run up to this.
It sounds like it, yeah.
But yeah, in terms of how do you practice for something like this? Bear in mind that you've got different seeds and other different things that are going to be thrown up at you.
You just play a whole bunch of seeds and try to put together the logic behind each and every one of them. It's that's pretty much it. Glitches, of course. Practice a fair bit of those. Some dark room shenanigans. There's a lot to do, but mostly I just really enjoy this. Monomaniacally so, dangerously so. So I've played it a fair bit lately.
I mean, it is great. I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, I'm excited to see how this turns out, because it is a great game ordinarily anyway. So,
yeah, I think randomizers in general just breathe more life into games, and this is definitely one of my favorites of all time. So, it would certainly be one for a desert island if I were to pick one game.
I'm assuming that you had a power source for your SNES or your SNES emulation for
that too. Yes.
But yes, is there anything that you'd like to say to your opponents prior to starting?
Let's just repeat what I said last year. Courtesy of the boss Bacon, the harrowing ham, the pernicious pork, Ganon himself, I will destroy you and make my wish to conquer both light and dark worlds without delay.
Brilliant, thank you very much.
Fantastic. Well, let's move over to our race screen, where our competitors are going to be able to put in their file names. But I thought I'd show you first that DMAC has expressed a wish of good luck towards his fellow competitors in his file naming, which is lovely. It says, good luck, Kylo and Wugga, with 1G.
Wugga!
Mm-hmm. Chat have been very efficient at naming your file names, which I will now reveal to you. So we had a few suggestions, and those are the names that we're going with because they were the only ones. I threw in one for Kylo that did not get voted for, so never mind. Kylo, your file name is going to be Flop Your Meat. All capital letters, FLOP, YOUR, MEAT.
Oh, it even works on this screen. 3 separate words.
My suggestion was for you was 1990 is my home, but no one voted for that.
I would have voted for it just for you.
Thank you. Oh. DMAC, your file name is as follows. Full capitals, by the way. Hard Pulp Crumb. So HARD PULP CRUM. And as you can see, these quite inventive and
Was that Mr. Matt by chance?
I think these are nearly all Mr. Matt. Certainly, those first two were, because the third one is not in.
Ads was Prop Your Meat.
Oh, that was it, yeah. And also, it's a collective effort because the final file name for Wugga, comes from Kramit, and that is so a capital letter at the start of each word, but lowercase for the rest. You have poo, Pooh. Shit, SHIT. Fuck, with a capital F.
Who should fuck? That is very very mature. I love it.
Did Markman wake up early for this?
Kramit must take full responsibility for those.
Oh, okay.
So those are your three file names. Lovely.
It's coarse, but it's mild. It's in lowercase. It's not aggressive.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I like that.
No one likes those aggressive poos, let me tell you.
Would you guys like to take a little bit of time just to explain a little bit about the rules that you've decided on today and glitches and stuff? You don't have to go into massive detail, but any detail you provide will be more efficient than me, so feel free.
It's a basic defeat Ganon seed, which is to say we need to clear Ganon's tower, which requires 7 crystals to enter. We need to defeat Aghanim 2 over there, which will open up the top of the pyramid in the Dark World to the final boss, which is Ganon. Outside that, we have Randomizer turned on, so we have different enemy setups, enemies that are not supposed to be where they are, and bosses are going to be shuffled as well. So, as opposed to finding our most knights in Eastern Palace, it could just be Trinex in there, which means we're going to need the kit to defeat him. As for glitches, we allow minor glitches, no majors, so no overworld shenanigans, but still should be entertaining enough for those of you who've never seen any of the glitchy stuff.
Fantastic. Okay, well, without any further ado then, I think we are ready to begin. The one thing I was going to ask was about breaks. Would you prefer a hard break at 2 hours, or...
Sure.
I would. Oh, okay. I was gonna say if someone needs a break, pop up the thing, but yeah, 2 hours would work, I suppose.
We can enforce a 2 hour break, or we can leave it up to play by ear. It's up to you guys.
If someone needs a break at any time, then they can always pop it up. But
yeah.
So if no one's had a break, then 2 hours.
Yeah, we'll do it in 2 hours.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
Oh, something I need to point out though. You mentioned about where the goal is. It's not the final hit on Ganon, because you can still step off the arena.
Yeah.
So it's actually
earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, it's when you enter the Triforce room.
Okay, which is up those stairs with the light coming down.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Excellent. I'm glad you corrected me on that. Okay. The predictions as well are almost done. I can confirm there is an order here.
Man, if anybody put points on me, I would be surprised.
Well, you had 0 points for the longest time, and now someone has put points on you. They've put 167 to be particular, because 6-7 is all the rage at the moment, I'm presuming.
It gives you a nice percentage share of 0.14% of the vote.
Yes. So you are third in chat size, unfortunately, Kylo. Second place, DMAC with 10,337 points, which is almost like elite 1,000 points. That's good, but I feel like DMAC is very good at this. He deserves more than that, chat. Wugga, though, I mean, your reputation precedes you. 111,709 points rest on your shoulders.
Yeesh.
91% of the vote.
Yeah,
nothing to be scared about there, Wugga. Don't feel free. Don't choke. Feel free to not choke, or
You have a chance to do something.
Banana Republics have been voted in for this percentage of the vote.
I agree with DMAC. He has the chance to do something very funny here. And
he does.
Remember, if Wugga the Mighty will fall, so will a lot of people's collective channel point accounts as well. So this is going to be very exciting.
Who's backing DMAC? Tan stands to gain a lot of points potentially here.
Ooh, yes. Well, let's start deciding exactly who's going to win those points by getting this race underway. Stephen, if you would like to count down from any number that you see fit, although I will limit you to
1,172,000.
Yeah, I'm going to limit you to a 2-digit number.
A 2-digit? Oh, that's generous. I mean, I was just going to go for the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Is the countdown?
Go.
Yeah, go. All right, I will just mute and deafen everybody.
So what they didn't say is actually, before you get to the 7 diamonds, you have to get the 3 pendants, right? Still, that's still a thing in this.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, you will notice that everyone is playing as a different character. That's because they decided to pick their own customization options. We provided a race seed that they could then take the URL from, apply their own customization, and download the ROM. So, if the audio's a bit loud, I can totally turn that down. Let's turn that down a bit. There we go. Hopefully that's okay. So yeah, we can see that all of our trackers are working, which is quite nice. Yeah, the first thing to find is the pearl, I believe. And all 3 of our races... No, not all 3 of our races got it, but it's very hard
DMAC's taking a bit of a detour already.
Yes. He went to Kakariko, right?
Yeah. I see, because we're doing Kylo, that's... I remember this bit from the start of the game. This is the first place that you need to go to well, normally you pick up your father's what is his name? Is equipment, and says like, "Don't worry about me. I can't do this anymore."
Yeah.
So yes.
So yeah, I only had time today to put in about half an hour to 40 minutes. And so I played through the initial checks that I know well from SMZ3, and I got the pearl, the flipper, the hammer, and I was like, oh, this looks like a lot of equipment. Maybe this isn't, maybe this is a bit of a babby seed. But after that point, I was then just getting like rupees and heart pieces. So I think initially there might be some good equipment here, but overall, there's going to be a stretch in the middle maybe that's a bit more or less forthcoming. That's the hope.
So
anyway.
So Kylo and Wugga have their pearl. DMAC's got the mirror.
Yeah, that was the other thing I noticed, is that the sword was almost, if not in the vanilla position, like it was very close to where you're supposed to get it.
Okay. Yes. Meanwhile, what's DMAC's weapon of choice? Bombs. At the moment is...
I mean, bombs are cool because they open up a lot of extra checks, especially if you're in Kakariko and then you get bombs. It's great because it means one visit you can do most of the checks. These guys were killing me. I was trying to hit them with the hammer and it was working, but if you touch them even once, damage was really
like
bad.
That. Yes.
And a save and continue you've got to run through a few rooms before you get to, back to where you were.
Now, compared to, say, the other Zelda that I commentated on, I only seem to commentate on Zelda games, where you could get quite far with the saving and quitting, and it would take you back to the last building you went into.
Yeah.
In this Zelda, it spawns. There are only, I think 3 specific spawn points that you can reload from.
Yeah. There are 2 to begin with, and then once you unlock the 3rd one, you can spawn from there as well. Which, I mean, can be very useful, but is not as, what's the word? Not bespoke, but in Link's Awakening, you can do cooler stuff with it that saves even more time than here, but at least here you know where you're going to spawn in.
Which, has its certain uses. If you need to go to a particular place that is near that place, then useful, but otherwise, not useful.
Yeah. Amara's saying, yeah. Wugga's been practicing the dark rooms. That would be an interesting advantage, because that's the bit I've kind of struggled with when playing SMZ3, is that, once I get to the areas where I can't see anything, I either retreat until I do have the ability to see anything, or I run in, die a few times, and decide that I need to retreat and get the lamp. So, yeah, it would be very... Because, I mean, that's what I like about randomizers in general most of the time, is that if you know how to do a thing that the item helps with, but doesn't necessarily mean you have to have the item. That's... Oh, no, Kylo taking another death to the same little man there.
So he's got the key, and then...
Yeah.
Is that...
Oh, so he's set... Yeah.
I think that was a reset.
Yeah, he was using that to save some time.
Yeah, here we go. Here's the save and quit.
300 rupees for DMAC. At the end of the little fast maze thing there.
DMAC now has a boomerang at least, so... But yeah, he's taking a completely different path. Yeah,
he's sort of gone to Kakariko first, which it makes sense. There are a lot of checks there, especially, like I said, if you find bombs along the way, you can do a lot of checks there immediately. But I guess the other two will have benefited in the fact that they've got a sword, which is fairly easy to use to attack, and also, did they get the... No, he got the flip. They got the pearl. But DMAC now has the pearl because he's spawned back in at his house and opened the chest, I think.
Actually, yeah. Is that the second tier? The double symbol. Is that the second tier of boomerang as well? Or...
I do not know. And this is going to sound amazing, but yeah, like my only experience of playing this game has been SMZ3. I've not played this casually, like at all. So I do need to, at some point, finish it, like, normally, vanilla-wise, and then sort of, like... Because it would help with my understanding of SMZ3 anyway. But, unfortunately, I've always kind of muddled through the Zelda part.
So, with this game, so I will say, I've never completed this game. I got up to a certain point, and then I stopped playing it. I think I got up to the 3rd or 4th diamond, I think it was, and then I got stuck. Yeah. Which is why, because this was a potential game that could have been on the Weird Struggle, and then more than that, they were like, "Oh, we need to make it even harder. Let's only limit you to having 3 hearts. Like, you don't even get to pick up extra hearts."
Yeah,
like, I don't want to play that. I haven't even completed the game yet.
No, that's the kind of challenge I feel like you reserve for a 5th playthrough or a 10th playthrough or something. Like Ocarina of Time, that would be quite a good challenge for me, but that's because I already am quite familiar with the Ocarina of Time. So yeah, I like things like that on the wheel, but sometimes I feel like they can veer too far towards the sadistic. And it's the same with randos as well, actually. We've had a couple of randos on the wheel, I think Season 4. And while it is very interesting, and you know, the one that we had in question, the one I'm thinking of, was Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Some people, that was their first experience of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and quite a few of them actually liked it, and they said, yeah, I would check out the full game, which is great. I feel like that's a testament to just how great a game that is. But I really would not want that to be someone's first experience with that game at all. Because the whole thing is like tailored and designed in a way that like it kind of guides you. There's like a thought process of the exploration, and so when you use a randomizer, especially if the randomizer is expecting you to use equipment and things, techniques that you haven't even been taught yet, in a kind of like, you know, in Super Metroid, where there's those animals and they teach you how to wall jump essentially by that you walk into a room. Yeah. There's kind of like this.
It's semi-scripted in a way.
Yeah. And, like, you miss out on all of that in a randomizer as well. Little things like that, like environmental things that pushed you towards, like, using a technique for the first time. And so, yeah, I feel like that's just really not the best way to experience it. But I get it. Like, people want interesting and fun things on the wheel. It's a hard balance to strike.
Absolutely. Yeah. But because aside from that, like I'd be up for playing this and maybe even completing it one day. It's just so when you're saying this is my era of Zelda, just my era of games, just this top-down perspective.
Yeah.
I was playing Core Keeper this weekend, and people were saying it's like Terraria, but I already like Core Keeper much more, just because it's a top-down perspective rather than a sort of like a side-scrolling view, even though it's kind of like virtually the same thing.
Yeah, totally. I mean, like, the previous race that you commented on was Link's Awakening. That is like, I played so much of that as a child, and that's because we simply didn't have an SNES. We had a Mega Drive, but we did have a Game Boy. So like a lot of the DNA of this game is in that game as well, and so yeah, I've got a lot of affinity for this kind of like gameplay. It's just this one in particular I never really got my hands on back in the day.
Yeah. See, one of my neighbours had the SNES, so we played this around his house. I had the Game Boy. Well, actually, yeah, I had the Game Boy. So my knowledge of console games is limited to, was it on the Game Boy? But Tan, big fan of Core Keeper. I'm enjoying it. I've only played, so that was my first time playing it, and yeah, no, I'll be probably playing it again this weekend.
Cool. I don't think I've ever heard of it.
It's a sort of adventuring, a bit sort of semi-open world. You have to defeat some bosses down a cave in order to escape the cave, but you've got to kind of like farm and kill bad guys and just kind of like do Stardew type things.
Yeah,
underground.
It's gorgeous. I'm looking at screenshots. It's gorgeous.
And then, oh yes, Tan had a Mega Drive in the Game Boy, and that was it. We picked up a Mega Drive like much later on, when you know, as more of a retro thing. So that was my introduction to Sonic.
Question for Garlips. Oh, thank you, Amaro. How does it make you feel to see the tidy trackers getting filled in, but knowing the racers will see some of the items and skip them to save a single second, so they'll never be fully filled? It's incredibly upsetting, Amaro. But like, it's also like it's a good strategy to avoid wasting time on things you know you don't need to waste time on. I even do it in Ocarina of Time Randomizer. But if you'll cast your eyes back, your mind back to the Season 1 race of Castlevania Symphony of the Night Randomizer between myself, Markman, and Mr. Matt Internet, because Mark was not picking up anything he didn't need, when he ran into issues later with his tracker and he didn't know where he'd checked and where he hadn't, he then had to recheck all of those areas. So it's definitely not a dice roll, but it's one of those things that it can be very powerful strategy, but also can, if you get it wrong, it's like twice as bad. But yeah, it at the end of the day, if I'm in Ocarina of Time and I see something that I just don't need, I will not go and get it. But like, if you're in a situation like we were in the 2v2 race in October or November, whatever, yeah, November. At that point, I was collecting everything that I could because I needed points for the hint system, because there's a hint system in the archipelago, and we just didn't know where something was. So I was grinding out all of those things, and if I just picked them up on the way, I'd have had more currency to spend on more hints. So, you know, it even bit me in the ass. So, looking at the trackers, we can see that everyone's got bombs. Everyone has got a... Has everyone got... Yeah, everyone's got a sword
now. Yeah.
It was quite big, the flippers being an early item as well.
Yeah, DMAC got the flippers first, I think, from the path that he took.
Yeah. When I started playing and I was like Babby Seed, and then I changed my mind. There was a part of me that was thinking, if we want to see people finish, and in a decent time, maybe a little bit of a Babby start isn't too bad for a race.
Yes. Well, yes. So, I mean, the estimated time is 4 hours. I mean, I was thinking, you know, the original blurb said it could be up to 5 hours, which is the usual time limit. So, if you can do it in 4, then that's ahead of schedule.
Yeah. Seems like DMAC is slightly in the lead. Well, yeah, no one's taken on any dungeons yet, as far as I can tell. They're all...
Yeah, I haven't seen anyone go for the pendants first. That's what I'm trying to look out for.
Yeah.
Like, is anyone about to go for the first pendant?
I think they're grinding out overworld checks, which makes total sense.
Pendants can be skipped. Okay. I forget how. So hang on, you need. I forget why. What you need the pendants in order to unlock, but then you might not in this. I can't remember what the pendants actually unlock.
I think they have to defeat the bosses, but I'm not sure if they have to actually pick up the pendant. I can't remember. Is the honest truth. And we asked them beforehand. It's already gone. That's true, Amara, but I believe they might be doing a thing where they do actually I think at the very least they have to complete every dungeon. Whether they could pick up the pendants or not, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. See, yeah, because that was also what crossed my mind. Was like, hang on, they've already got the pearl, so that means that they could just freely go into the dark world without worrying about being in bunny form, and that probably opens up a whole area of the world that you can probably get to a lot earlier than you should be able to.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone's got Discord open, in the thread in scheduled races, I'm pretty sure they talked through all the logic that they were deciding upon, so you might be able to find out there. Ooh, that's a bit of a duff chat for Wugga. Pooh's house. Got a lot of tech talk in the chat. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Do I understand it? Do I?
Nope.
Nope. Wugga is definitely heading here, I think, towards a dungeon. Is he? No, he's doing more checks. There is a dungeon down here somewhere, but I don't think it's in this room. No, these are chests. Ooh, was that hook shot? I can't remember what the icon for the hook shot looks like in this game.
Wooder's daughter Hook, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yep, he's armed with it.
DMAC is looking at his map.
Just, getting zapped by lasers, just trying to figure out where to go next, I think.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that, Hobby Tan. I will take that question down. By the way, any more questions for our racers? Feel free to let me know. We'll check in with them in about sort of the 50-minute mark. Oh, hang on. I've got this information that Wugga posted earlier. So, the difficulty is normal, no item restrictions, and no need to do Silverless Ganon. The goal is defeat Ganon. It's 7/7, i.e. Ganon's tower is the last hurdle. Worlds stay open. There is no need to do Hyrule Castle first, although 2 of them did do some of Hyrule Castle first. Boss shuffle full. Bosses are shuffled, but 3 of them will appear twice, much like the original. They may not be the same bosses as the OG game. Enemies are shuffled, random enemies everywhere, but thieves are killable, and there are fewer surprises under bushes. And glitches-wise, it's rando NMG%, which means no overworld glitches. So there you go. Yeah, hopefully that helps.
They just come in various flavors, like minor things like allowing you to jump a little bit. So it's really when it's like world map skipping, like going into illegal areas is kind of like the one that really is like the let's not be doing that. Right, I'm taking notes on questions. So.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I am too. So if we, if hobbies is question 1, you can ask that one. And I'll take Mr. Matt's question as question 2.
Imaro, who actually knows this game, point out that in this case, Eastern Palace is a crystal, not a pendant now. So, okay. Saha does ask for one of the pendants for an item check, though. Okay, so that's where. Okay, so where the randomizer does throw in things like you need to have certain items in order to unlock parts of the storyline that allows you to do certain things. So even though it sort of unlocks things, you still need to do certain parts.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Hex. I've written that one down.
And I've got tabbies. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, no boots so far, which I did see being talked about as would be useful. Not necessarily essential, but useful.
Yeah. Also, we can see now what Mara was saying to Hobbytown about the boomerang, because the boomerang's red on Kylo's screen, so he must have got the upgraded boomerang.
Yeah. Well, in fact, you might have even got the red before the blue, because they're separate items.
Oh, I think he had the blue first. I think, anyway. I too love that, Adrian. I love that very much.
Then I have to just sort of put a timestamp in. Questions being asked now in the chat. Right, so here we go. We're in the dark room. Which, as you can see, even with the lantern, you can't see an awful lot. But
he's made it through.
Yeah, this is absolutely
now he's on
blind.
The second, yeah. I mean, as someone who's done, like, essentially blind movement in cutscenes during speedruns, it's very difficult. Oh. So he got the check, and then he save and quit. Nice. I mean, there's a good strategy in that, because, you know, if the others are waiting until they get a lamp before they go there, and then they the second they get the lamp, they think, oh, I'll go do that check. He's already worked out that it was essentially just health or health upgrade.
Okay, so here we go. It's flashing up with where... No, so, okay, is this accurate then? So it's not where the locations of the diamonds and the pendants are, but...
I mean, the thing this is teaching me is that I need to be more familiar with this game.
Yes, it has also been a while since I've played this in any shape or form.
Oh no, I'm so glad you're here, because it would be so much worse without you.
The last time I remember watching anyone play this, I was watching Lydia of the Odds Task playing this and just getting frustrated because the grippy hand kept trying to pick her up whenever she was trying to pull a switch, or just anything that requires you standing still for even a fraction of a second. The grippy hand would pick her up and teleport her back to the start of the level, and just her raging out at that. Got some early silver arrows, which will be powerful.
Yeah, I believe, well, DMAC was practicing before the race, doing Ganon with, like, I don't know if it's minimal equipment, certainly with equipment that you might you usually have, but you might not in a rando. So I would imagine the silver arrows because who's got silver? Is it Wugga who's got the silver arrows?
Wugga's got silver arrows, yeah.
So if DMAC finds those, I'm sure DMAC will be relieved to know that he doesn't have to.
I think DMAC's got them as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's I'm looking at like a postage stamp sized one, which is really not a good idea. It's a bit hard to make out some of the icons.
And yes, DMAC has the lamp. Yes. But we'll see if that affects where he chooses to go next. Just get zapped by small lasers instead. The arrows. Kylo seems to have a different coloured arrow on his thing, is what I'm going by.
Okay.
I don't know if that's just a graphical thing or it looks like Kylo has base arrows, but because he hasn't done the Dark Lord yet. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because they all look the same on tan screen. That's why. Okay, fair enough.
That hook shot does prove effective at getting around a bit quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Wugga just got something off the guy who's sick in bed. I'm just gonna Google link to the past item icons.
DMAC missed a check. To get an upgraded glove at this stage, which would also open up more things.
He just got he got the Titan's mitt, Wugga, from the sick guy in Kakariko.
So that's the thing about this. So because it's randomized, that's the thing. Like I've played a bit of this, at least the first half of this game, but then everything's kind of out of order anyway because they can kind of do things based on what they've unlocked and picked up, which means certain things can be skipped if they don't actually need to go there.
Kylo just received the power glove.
How far ahead? Hey, Quantum. No one's really far ahead of anyone just yet. No one's done anything to kind of like separate themselves. I mean, Wood does have a lot of life. He's picked up all of these hearts, I suppose. And in terms of items, I think Wugga and DMAC are kind of on the same items. Kylo's a bit behind.
No worries, Hobbytan. Don't forget as well, we'll try to give you the answers to your questions, but the VOD will also be available at youtube.com/wheel-of-struggle. Probably some point tomorrow morning. Or maybe this evening if I could get my shit together. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, because DMAC missed the Titan's Mitt, and it might not be somewhere to go back to. Like,
yeah.
I
those from experience playing the Ocarina of Time randomizer, those checks that are way off, like they only come to you when you are really scouring your brain because you're stuck and you need your brain is going, look, it has to be somewhere. Where haven't I checked? So yeah, it might be the case that time spent wondering later on may help Wugga. I think we've discussed this before on StruggleR, but if you just put the word may in front of whatever you're about to say, it makes you sound like you know what you're talking about, but it also gives you incredible leeway.
Oh, it's we used to be called Coleman Balls. I think it's just called Sporting Balls in Private Eye, where every edition they put up the ridiculous things that commentators say.
Oh right,
and quite often it's sort of like I can't think of a specific example off the top of my head, but the commentator will say something like, but they'll say, oh, it could be this or it could be this, and it's like both options of a 50-50 choice. It's like, so it could be this and it could be this. Well, of course it is. Those are the only two options. It may be this or it may not be this. So I was like, yes, of course. But yes, that is factually correct.
Yeah.
Well done. Private Eye just uploaded a 2025 review. Yeah, I've got to check that out.
Oh, I've just added that to my watch list. Thank you very much, Mr. Matt.
It's when I'm watching this and it's like some of these rooms are coming back to me very familiarly, but at the same time, I can't remember which order or what they're leading to.
Yeah. Thing as well is that all of the enemies have been changed around as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Now, which cane is that Wood has just picked up?
I think. Well, what can you see? What color it is on the top? Is it red or blue?
Blue? It was the blue cane.
Oh, so it's the ice rod.
Ah, okay.
Oh, if it's the cane of Burner.
Yeah,
And...
cane, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
But not the cane of Samaria. That's yes.
It's a shielding wand, apparently. Boona. This sacred cane produces curried meat.
Because that's the thing, like in my head, I'm just thinking like, as you're going to need to get the cane of Samaria in order to create blocks, in order to get around certain dungeons. So if the items are randomized, then you need to get that before you can do Turtle Rock.
Yeah. And the thing is as well, I think even though they are saying that they're allowing glitches of certain kinds, I believe the logic is glitchless, so it won't be in any situation where they need a glitch to get through. It's more that the glitches will help along the way, I think, at least. I'll double check that.
So the randomizer logic is itself glitchless, which makes sense. so the game isn't impossible.
Yeah.
They've all picked up the Titan's Mitt. Yes, they have. Kylo
Okay.
just picking this up right now. Yeah.
So that worry we had about maybe people missing it hasn't paid off. I mean, the one thing I'm glad about is that I will know when they are at the final boss. So a completion is not going to skip past me. But until that point, yeah, it's a bit of a toss-up as to who is in the lead.
I'm trying to think of where, because the Titan's Mitt you normally get from the Thieves' Town dungeon. So yeah, that getting that early does unlock quite a lot of things. Which is actually where Kylo is right now, I think, is in Thieves' Town.
Red rupee for you, my friend.
No, okay. So we're doing... Yeah, there you go. DMAC got his first...
Yep. I'm going to switch
WoS
videos to
crystal.
DMAC, I think. So this is like an early signifier of, like, basically a measure of progress, but doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, because things come in such dribs and drabs, and, you know, sometimes people look far behind and then make major steps forward. But it's a way we can at least measure roughly
No,
who's
did
ahead.
you say the bosses themselves were randomized? So I'm trying to work out what dungeon he was doing. Those were the Armos Knights, but whether he was actually in the Eastern Palace or not, I'm not sure.
I believe the bosses are swapped as well. Just to make it even more, you know, hard for us to tell what's going on.
Oh, it was in Eastern. Okay, it was just a vanilla boss.
Okay. Like I said, for me, I'm watching on a tiny, like an OBS preview window, so I can't really tell. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
Oh, I see. It's I was trying to find it on the tracker. It's in the top right corner. The EP crystal. There we go.
Kylian Ore there with the magic hammer.
So, I mean, actually, how much do you know about the randomizer seed? Like, do you have a script that says these things are in the positions that they are?
Yeah, so usually a randomized seed would have that, and I would be able to tell you and sound like I know what I'm talking about. But because today our racers, and I just need to take a minute to address this. Our racers decided today that they wanted to pick their own sprites and customization options, which, like, in terms of StruggleR, is just unacceptable. I should be able to pick what I want and force you to use it, and you should like it. But apparently, no. In the end of the day, their babby nature won out, and so I generated what's called a race seed, which can then be provided to the racers themselves. They set their own customization options and then download the ROM. So basically, all of the logic and switching was done, but because it's a race seed, and they want to preserve, I guess, the sanctity of a race, it does not provide a spoiler log. So
brilliant.
Yeah. So in wanting their customization options, oh, Wugga doing a bomb jump backwards, that's nice. Yeah, so unfortunately there's no spoiler log for us to kind of like peruse.
So the first time that you learn about it in chat will be the same time that we learn about what they're doing.
Yep, all of the checks that I made today when I played it for 30-40 minutes, they've already not only made but heavily surpassed, so I can't provide anything. Like I managed to get the hammer, the boomerang, the flippers, the moon pearl, the sword. That was about it, basically.
Right, we're just doing another boss. This is another vanilla boss, apparently, the Vitreous in Misery Mire.
Oh. No, I was going to say, wasn't it like the spinning... Like, I thought there was the thing with the orbs here that, like, knocks you off the platform. It's got, like, a tail.
Oh, is that... Oh, that one. I
yeah,
thought,
Moldorm, that's it.
That looked like the eyes.
Yeah, so that was randomized. That is a good question.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Moldorm. Yeah. Yeah, in the Tower of Hera.
Mr. Matt says, question for all racers, what would Stephen's rocket and Garlips' ship name be? Might I suggest Gar Rocket? I'm a big fan of Rock Lips myself.
Rock Lips? Oh, yes. Uh-huh. I mean, one of the Discord servers that I'm in, we rename our usernames for Christmas.
Okay.
So this year I've decided to incorporate Elf into my name, so I'm like Stealth and Rocket.
Oh. My first instinct for your name would be Feast of Stephen's Rocket.
Oh, so that's year. It was St. Stephen's Day, Rocket.
Ah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. These fire-breathing griffins are powerful.
DMAC had issues there as well. He used a power to essentially become invisible and walk past it. It's interesting to see that both of our, like, no offense to Kylo and all, our top level players here today, to struggle with that same section for a second or two.
Okay, so this is from because now I'm thinking where he is. Yeah, he's doing this part, but obviously out of order because I recognise from the music where he is.
Switching over to Wugga's audio for a bit.
Because in the Dark World, you get the classic Dark World type the music, but then the sort of like the stormy music in certain areas rather than the usual music.
Yeah. Oh, half magic.
Oh, DMAC's picked up the Master Sword.
Nice.
Yes, he has.
He'll be happy with that because, like I said earlier, he was practicing Ganon. I'm pretty sure that was Masterless, Swordless he was practicing. He said it takes something like 24 hits plus then another extra couple.
And that's what item was, the bacon sword.
More health for Wugga. He's into his second row of hearts now.
Right, let's see if we can figure out where Kylo's at. So, given that the other two have their first crystals.
Oh, bacon sword. Turtle Rock needs the Ether Medallion, so they need that too for Go Mode, apparently, Amara's saying. Thank you, Amara, by the way.
Okay, yes. Well, Kylo has Ether, I think. Yes.
Yeah, he's the only one who does. All right. Well, we'll be checking in with our racers in a few minutes here. So, any last-minute questions, get them in. I've got 4 down. Have you got 4 down?
I have 4 down as well.
Excellent.
Yeah. Actually, 3 for me to ask. I think you were taking CP. Maybe I have got 4. We'll see if I've written down one of your questions.
If I ask a question and you've got it on your thing, feel free to tick it off. And yeah, we'll muddle through.
Yeah. We'll just stop the boots. Yeah.
Very nice. That's going to speed up some of his movement here now.
So yeah, we're still here we go, charging through.
Is he going to go to Kakariko to do the check? Because there's a guy in Kakariko. Oh no, we're not going to Kakariko at all. There's a guy in Kakariko you have to have the boots to run at to get a check.
Okay, so meanwhile, DMAC's now also in the Tower of Hera, doing the same boss that Wood had recently completed.
Oh, maybe we are now going to get that check. Nope.
So With the tempered sword, easy peasy for DMAC.
Yeah.
So 2 crystals.
2 crystals for DMAC, which, I mean, again, it's kind of hard to gauge progress, but technically, I guess that would put him ahead of Wugga and Kylo at the moment.
One day the bot will help us out, but for now, no, we're just manually typing everything into a notepad file. Yes, DMAC's also now picked up those boots straight after and is now resetting. I think he did say that he had some strategy in mind. Might not have practiced quite to the same level that Wugga had, but has some kind of vision.
Yeah. Well, we're at 50 minutes, so I say we start checking in with people. Let's go with, well, as we perceive him to be in first, we'll go with DMAC first.
Yeah, I think so.
Count Demacula, aka DMAC.
Hello.
Hello.
Right.
Good, thank you. Enjoying the race from our perspective. Are you enjoying the race from yours?
I feel like I have never been punished in this seed. And it feels great. All the weird decisions are paying off.
My fears of Babby Seed have come true. We have
still a lot of seed left.
Yeah, there are still some things to find for sure. We have some questions from chat, if you'd be so kind as to answer them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stephen, take us away.
All right. So the first one is from Tan, which might be relevant actually for what you've been doing so far, which is what is your favourite tech or skip in this game?
It's not actually something we've seen yet, and it's such a meaningless skip. It saves like a second and a half, but it feels so good to do it. And it's when you're in Ganon's tower, the room with all of the teleporters. When you get up to the last one, you can do like a corner dash bonk and clip around one of the blocks. It saves you doing the last teleporter.
Okay.
It saves like 2 seconds, but it looks...
It's satisfying way to pull it off, though.
Yeah.
Definitely, like, swag. Swag strats are definitely important, yeah.
I'm hoping that Kylo is appreciating the Flipper's first seed. I know that was something that he was worried about, having to take Flipper.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll be checking in with Kylo in due course. We'll ask him how he feels about it. We have a second question here from Mr. Matt Internet. He says, question for all racers. If you were a superhero who had the ability to shrink feet by a few inches, what would your superhero name be?
Shrink feet by a few inches?
Yeah. I don't think he means the measurement feet by a few inches. I think he means shrink people's actual feet, yeah.
Equalizer.
Nice. I was going to say the feetwalizer, but then I realised it's so close to fecal. It's not a good idea.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not
equalizer. Well, I know it just brings into my head Edward Woodward and just different sort of equalizer.
Well, there you go, Mr. Matt. There's the answer to your very stupid question. Stephen, you take the next one.
Right. Next, what do you think? This is from Tabby. What do you think Ganon's favourite ice cream would be, and why?
Ganon from this game, or Ganondorf?
I think we go with Danon. I think I typed it in correctly. I think it's Danon specifically.
Seems Looks like a pistachio kind of guy.
Oh no, sorry, no, it's Ganondorf. Sorry, I didn't. Yeah, sorry. To clarify, it's Ganondorf. Just scrolling up. Sorry.
Does that change your answer?
That changes your answer.
Has a much more refined palate, being a prince. And that's why it's so shocking that he eats mint chocolate chip.
Wow.
Oh
So many
no!
people don't like it.
Yeah, I've got to nail my colours to the mast. I'm not a mint choc chip kind of guy. I could eat it if there was nothing else. Like, nothing else. So, I mean, I'm basically Ganondorf. Wait, I'm the opposite Ganondorf.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
I think the chocolate chips are what make it. It's like, if it was mint by itself, that would not be a good flavour. But the chocolate chips make it passable.
Yeah, especially, like, you need dark chocolate to add that kind of...
Yeah.
I don't have a book, I don't know why I'm up here, but... Are we 1 hour at the run? 1 hour, Agina check?
It is, it's close to the hour mark, yeah, as we're checking in with you now.
Yeah, Agina doesn't deserve being checked before this.
Finally, we have a question from Hex, which is not really a question, it's more of a request. Could you please give your best "Hey, excuse me, princess" impression?
Well, excuse me, princess.
Immaculate. Or demaculate, I should say. 10 out of 10.
And there was one more. I think it was a question to the racers, which is if Garlips and I, Stephen Rocket, had a ship name, what would you suggest? And that was from Mr. Matt Internet.
Oh yeah, we should ask them all that.
I mean, I hope I'm being interviewed first, so I can join this one and no one else gets it. But I think we need to go with Rocket Lips.
So close
Rocket
to mine.
Lips.
We are on the same wavelength. I just went with the simple Rock Lips. I kind of like that Capcom released Rock Lips 1 to 5 on the NES.
Yeah, Rock Lips 12 coming 2027.
Wait,
really
Rock Lips is going to come in 2027? That's a whole year of edging.
You heard it here first.
What a time to be alive, as Mr. Matt Internet in the chat so rightly says. Well, if there isn't...
I did have one actual gameplay-based question, which is surprising for us, which is just a sort of intriguing choice of your opening moves. Like, you chose a particular path, which is... Let's say that you're playing the vanilla game is not the same path that you would take in the vanilla game. Which, as you say, might have paid off for you, but was that like you're clear, I'm going to risk it? Or what was your thinking behind that?
So it's a less common start. I don't see it very often, but I would prefer a stronger chance of getting a weapon first before doing Uncle, because then that would allow me to do Uncle and Castle Dungeon at the same time, instead of having to warp out and come back later.
That makes sense, yeah.
But then this seed had a sword, so it was moot.
Yes.
Interesting, okay. Well, we'll see if that pays off for you. We can confirm the race is still racing, and we wish you the best of luck. You probably won't hear from us again until the 2-hour mark if the race is still being run then. So, well done so far, and keep at it, and we'll check in with you soon.
Thank you. StruggleR, StruggleRs.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Wugga up next?
I'm just thinking, he's probably in a good place to ask randomly named questions to right now.
He's now drawn level with DMAC in terms of pendants / crystals, I think, so.
Yes, whilst we were chatting away, I did see him get a pendant.
Yeah. Wugga, good afternoon.
Hello.
/ evening. How are you doing? How are you feeling?
Pretty good right now. I've had some lucky finds, especially with the boots. I wasn't sure if I was gonna go for that check.
Ah. Well, definitely paid off then.
Yeah, looks like it.
I have one very important question to ask, and that is, Am I escaping the Babby Seed allegations?
It's pretty babbish right now, I'd say.
We have some questions from
Silver.
chat for you. Oh, yep. No,
yeah.
go ahead.
No, was just gonna say Silver's tempered sword, early boots, blue tunic. Like it's pretty comfy.
Nice. Good.
And it's got a big shield as well, just for extra protection.
Yeah. I hope I don't find the third one though. I'm very much against shields. Don't ask.
Oh, okay. We won't.
Okay.
Jeez, it's like that guy just put up a shield. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, we have some questions from chat. I will let Stephen kick us off.
Okay, so the first one is from Tan. They'd like to know, what's your favorite skip or tech in this game?
Favorite skip or tech? You just saw me go through the wall right there. That's probably one of my favorites.
Yes.
It's called the Icebreaker, fittingly. Lets you skip most of this dungeon. I'm just gonna say that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Fair enough. We have a question here from Mr. Matt Internet, who says, questions for all racers. If you were a superhero who had the ability to shrink people's feet by a few inches, what would your superhero name be?
Can you repeat that?
Sure. Mr. Matt Internet says, question for all racers. If you were a superhero who had the ability to shrink people's feet by a few inches, what would your superhero name be?
Shrink people's feet?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a superhero for everything nowadays. Apparently, that's the latest one.
Right.
I think the costume's sorted. We just need it. We just need the name, you know.
Mr. Shrink-a-Lot.
Nice.
He shrinks a lot, but really just feet. You know, he can't be. If you start specifying your feet, then you know that raises all sorts of unwanted questions. So it's like, yeah, I can shrink anything. I mean, if I only ever shrink feet, yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, please don't ask me to specify what I can shrink.
Extra asks, will this be in the next episode of Dispatch? I've not watched or played Dispatch yet, but I gather it's about superheroes, so that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Stephen, take it away with the next question.
Right, so I'm just watching. Whilst Wugga is just casually defeating the next boss, the Helmasaur. Tabby wants to know, what would Ganondorf's favorite ice cream be and why?
Favorite ice cream?
Yes.
For
Ganondorf.
I've always taken Ganon as a meat eater. It's probably gonna be some sort of bacon ice cream, which is disgusting.
That sounds absolutely terrible, but also possible. So yes.
Nice. Yeah, that makes sense. We have a
No,
question.
it doesn't.
Well, it makes sense that people would do that. I mean, I'm as a fan of the sweet and the savory combined in some contexts. That's fine with me.
Fair enough.
Hex asks, could you do your best "Hey, excuse me, princess" impression, please?
Well, excuse me, princess.
That was... Jeez, okay, I already awarded a 10 out of 10. I think that's an 11 out of 10.
Oh, thank you.
That, like, 1-to-1 with the original audio.
That is my superpower, actually. Being able to conjure that quote up at will.
And next, Mr. Mass Internet would like to know, if take the name Garlips and the name Stephen's Rocket, what would our ship name be as the current code commentators?
Your what name? Sorry.
Our ship name.
Your ship name.
Yeah.
If we were to date or marry, which would be quite fun for us, I would imagine. What would the media refer to as the shortened version of our names combined? Kind of like a Bradgelina kind of situation.
feel like it would have to be some sort of combination of garlic and a rocket.
Okay.
But, sorry, I'm drawing a blank right here.
I mean, so I think we were thinking workshopping Dalek rockets.
I mean, I would be a big fan of those. Garlic rockets.
That sounds sounds like a Dalek shot. Just like, give me the Dalek rockets.
Is that sweet and savory as well?
Hell yeah! Well, thank you. We're so sorry to have made you think about these things.
There's one late question.
Yes.
Which, I mean, investigative journalism happening right now from NB. They asked, question for Wugga, why are you against shields?
Why am I against who? What?
Why are you against shields?
Shields. Oh, all right. It's a boring answer. If you have the entire kit, as in the sword, the tunic, and the final shield, it causes like maybe a millisecond of lag across the entire game. So people, so speedrunners especially, don't pick it up.
That makes sense.
It's so minuscule. It doesn't even make a difference. But I just avoid the final shield as a
Of all the
principle.
reasons that I thought it could have been, that is weirdly the nerdiest answer that it could have been.
But I am proud of that then.
Well, there you go. Chat, you have your answers. We'll wish you the best of luck, Wugga. We probably won't be checking in again after your break at 2 hours, if the race is indeed still being run then. So good luck, and we will leave you to it.
Thank you. Catch you later.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
I believe at this point in time, Floof is going to join us. Floof is home. Floof, if you can hear this, you can jump in now. And then we'll check in with Kylo in all.
Kylo, who's also just done his second dungeon.
He hasn't. I believe he has. Yes, he's just beaten the eyes where Moldorm should be.
Yes.
Welcome in, Floof.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a great afternoon. I hope the race has been fantastic so far.
Oh, it has been. Even though I'm not escaping the Babby allegations. Apparently, the seed has been very giving.
Oh, DMAC needs some help.
Should we be
DMAC
worried
needs some
about
help.
DMAC's help needed?
Yep. Okay. 1 second. Hello, DMAC. You need help?
We're going to be a really selfish boy and ask for a very quick unscripted break, if that's amenable to people.
Okay, 1 second. I will unmute everybody else and ask them to pause.
Yeah, Wood is just in a position. I think. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have to ask all 3 racers, please, to pause. Wugga, we understand you can't pause immediately, but as soon as you can pause, please do.
Can do.
I'm also going to pause the timer. So DMAC has requested a break at this juncture rather than at the... Well, I don't know as well as the 2 hours. Maybe we won't need the 2 hour break, I don't know. But we're going to do our first break now, essentially.
Alrighty then.
Fair.
Thank you, and I apologize to older racers.
Don't sweat it.
Apologize for what? Needing to pee?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we will be back in just a few, chat. Don't go anywhere.
This is totally others.
Available on you.
Monkeys. I can't do a Duke Nukem voice. Hello, everybody. We are back. We are refreshed. We have deposited urine in various places, and we're ready to begin again. So, if everyone's ready on their unpause, I will count us in. In 3, 2, 1, continue. It's okay.
Have we
It's
reset
fine.
the time?
No, I've not reset the time. Everything's
Oh,
fine.
no, we're just bringing on the nipple rabbits. Yep.
Right, let me unmute everybody. That's my bad, folks. I pressed the button next to the button on my stream deck to the pause button for live split is right next to scene transition. But I got you all with the bunny nips. Welcome in, Floof. As we were saying just before, it's kind of a little bit tricky with this rando to tell who is where, but at the moment we currently have, I believe, DMAC and Wugga are on 3 pearl/crystals.
Yeah, I think Wood is in go mode now.
Kylo's on
I
2.
think Wood is looking good for.
Yeah, Umaru
powering
gave
through.
us a little thing in chat just before the break, or it was just before the break for me because that's when I saw it, saying that Wugga is actually in go mode currently.
Oh, fantastic!
Because he's got the kit, and he just did the Ice Palace just then. I was trying to remember which boss, whether it was the right boss or which boss he actually did in Ice Palace, but.
And we haven't checked in with Kylo and Or, so I think we should probably do that at this point. Kylo.
Garlips.
Kylo. Hello. We hadn't forgotten you, pal.
Oh.
We were all ready to check in with you when emergency breaks were issued and carried out. How are you doing?
I am doing, I think, okay. Probably not first, but I'm actually happy with the progress that I'm doing. So, you stupid crab! You stupid thief! Anyway, hi.
Fantastic. Watching from here, we're seeing 3 great players of this game exploring the randomized options available to them and coming up with interesting results.
This is very interesting seed, I'll give you that.
Okay. Interesting in what way?
I'm getting a lot of stuff that I would not expect to really get. That being said, I've also found Trinex in the Thieves hideout, Blind's hideout, and I can't exactly beat that boss yet because I don't have the fire rod, so I'm just kind of
Okay.
keeping that locked in so I don't forget.
Yeah,
I got to go back and look for a fire rod, which I'm hoping to find here somewhere along the way.
fantastic. Well, I mean, I will take full credit for creating an interesting seed, even though literally all I did was press a button.
That's how I feel with the Super Metroid Zelda 3 seed. And then after mistakenly sending it to you, I was like, I'm going to create another seed. What the heck?
Yeah, it was quite funny last night to get that in my inbox, and I was like, you do know I'm racing this, right?
I genuinely had no idea that you were racing it. I was like, oh, that's news to me. I didn't, I forgot that you really like the Super Metroid side of stuff.
Well, on the plus side, you generated me a very good practice run that I'm going to use this evening, so thank you for that.
You're welcome. And after deleting the other one, because I sent it to you and then I deleted it, but then I resent it to you after I hope that I put back the default skins because I want the player models to be a surprise for game day.
Oh, well, I guess we'll find out.
When you practiced, was it Link and Samus?
Oh, I haven't practiced yet.
Oh.
I'll practice
You made it sound like it was a very interesting...
No, have you not learned? I just used the word interesting to sound like I know what I'm talking about and or aloof and mysterious. I know nothing. I'm stupid. I've spent half this race going, I think he's got this. Oh, no, he hasn't got that thing at all. It's something different. But one thing we do have a handle on, my friend, is questions. We have questions from chat, and by God, we're going to ask them of you.
Alrighty.
Stephen, kick us off.
Starting with the important question, an actual technical question, like it only goes downhill from here. Tan wants to know, what is your favourite tech or skip in this game?
I am not that well versed in tech skips in this game, so I'm gonna have to say, crap. I like in the Dark World, if you are in an area where the mirror doesn't warp you out anywhere. It will remove blocks as they are being moved. So I like that one. Helps skip quite a bit.
Sorry, this is the part where I ask a question, but I'm currently writing a quote into chat because you just said the words, I'm going to have to say, "Aw, crap." And I had to quote that. Mr. Matt has a question. He says, if you were a superhero who had the ability to shrink people's feet by a few inches, what would your superhero name be?
Dr. Scholes.
First of all, may I commend you on the thought time there. You needed half the thought time of even the closest of your opponents. Incredible. And you also said it with such volition and, like, intention.
I mean, the first thing you think of when you think feet is Dr. Scholes, right?
Oh, is Dr. Scholes a thing?
Dr. Scholes is like a brand of like foot care stuff here.
Oh, I thought you said Dr. Souls.
I'm with you now. Yes,
like it's in the soles of your feet. Actually, it's a shit name now. You've just ripped it off from somewhere else.
Oh my god. I never really thought about sorry, shifting away from all this talk here. I never really thought about how the Randomizer would like have to make you think about stuff differently. It makes perfect sense, right? But you don't think about it until you're actually needing to do stuff.
Yeah. The scenarios that can emerge based purely on something not being in the place it's usually in.
Yeah, like these fire. God, where's the frickin' drop down guy? I thought he was here. Oh no, I guess it's the other room. But yeah, this is as you would say, oh god, interesting.
You got it though. Well done.
I did. And now I can just get out of here.
Next question coming at you from Stephen.
Is what would Ganondorf's favorite ice cream be and why?
Bubblegum. And then to quote something from Frasier, I don't know why. No one here will get that because no one besides me apparently watches Frasier.
I've seen Frasier at least on 3 occasions.
Did you find them humorous?
I did.
I like Frasier. It's been another one. It's been a long time. Like they used to show it on Channel 4
in the morning,
on a weekday morning.
Yeah,
so that's when I used to watch it.
Okay.
Very strange time slot for it, but it kind of worked. Especially if you didn't want to see people painted orange and grinning like on the other channels presenting someone's latest book. Be like, I'll put Frasier on.
Well, there you go.
We have a question here from Hex. Now, we've had some pretty good responses to this question, so we're going to need you to bring your A game for this one, okay?
Oh boy, spotlight's on.
Can we please have your best "Hey, excuse me, princess" impression?
Hey, excuse me, princess.
I mean, I feel like you held back.
No.
You only asked for the 100% that you give us. I mean, what Darlis is saying is that there were stronger entries elsewhere.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're giving the role to someone else. I apologize.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. I am perfectly happy still being Kermit the Frog. Well, excuse me, princess. If that wasn't good enough for you, well then, you know, I don't know. I'm a frog. Kiss my ass.
I mean, you are an undefeated Kermit.
Darn right.
Yeah, see, chat popping off about your Kermit impression.
Yeah, it's amazing. We'll quickly throw in, what would Garlips and my ship name be from Mr. Matt Internet?
Garlips' rocket?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm taking more of the like I've got the bigger portion, so to speak, of the naming convention there. I'm not sure. I like
Most
rock
likely,
lips.
yeah.
I like rock lips.
Rock lips? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But
Dark
none of
just
them are a
sounds
patch
weird.
on Garlorian.
That is true.
We'll always have Garlorian.
Really hard to beat Garlorian.
Oh, I don't know. I beat Garlorian all the time.
Really?
Moving on. Floof, are there any questions that you would like to ask Kylo now that he's here and we have him where we want him?
Are you uncomfortable? Do you need help?
Yes. I'm blinking twice for yes.
Okay, cool.
We're not going to do anything about it. We just wanted to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had no plan.
Tater's asking Kylo to cue the music. Do you know what that means?
Ah, yes. Matt. Matt.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
I wish I understood what that meant.
In time, you will. In time.
You're reminding me of, talking about all these quotes to you, you're reminding me of a Toy Story quote. You're a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity. Farewell.
You are a child's plaything.
I am Mrs. Nesbit.
Can't you see the hat?
Years of academy training wasted. Hobbytown's got one more question for Garlips and Kylo. I'll lay it on us while we're still sharing this space. Is there time for a love letters here, Bryce?
I'm going to throw it in and say, unfortunately, I'm for DMCA and other reasons.
Yeah,
there's no time for that.
It would be
today.
far too close to the original that it would get picked up by the copyright. I'm sure you understand.
Yep.
Boo! We deserve that boo. We'll take that boo.
We might dare a second go after it in the second break if there is one.
Yeah, Kylo, we've bugged you enough, my friend. We'll let you get on with this playthrough that you're doing, and good luck to you. You are doing well, and the race is still being run.
Well, thank you all. I've enjoyed every minute of it so far.
And he's gone.
Okay, he's done right.
Really?
So the reason why I said that, apologies to Tan, because I do love a good sing along myself, is Wugga is actually close to finishing.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
yes.
fair.
Wugga's been just sort of powering through as he is in go mode, just knocking off one boss after another, while Garlips was knocking off something else with Kylo.
Hey, look, one of our file names today is Flop My Meat, and that's all I've got to say about that.
Tragic that I missed that. While Wugga is approaching the end of the game, what would you name that said superhero? Because I'm really latching onto this as
I had mine. I mean, before Garlips sort of criticised the idea that Dr. Scholl is already copyrighted, I was going to go with Footloose.
Oh,
that's good. I mean, that's good. It's good. Because, you're altering people's feet sizes, so therefore their shoes will always be loose. Like, it's clever.
I think I'd probably be called Heel Turn.
Heel Turn.
Like it.
I mean, there's many great
those are the best answers than what they came up with.
I mean, there's so many good answers for such a strangely niche power, right?
Well, this is what we're saying, is that there are so many superheroes nowadays that they're getting down into the mundane, trivial, kind of like not very impressive powers, and everyone's got a costume, everyone's got a name, so we're just bashing them out.
You go with something like Sleight of Foot, it makes it sound more impressive than it actually is. And if they have a villain turn, they can rename to the Inch Conveniencer.
We have Shrinkletoes in chat from Hextree.
Oh, Shrinkletoes is fantastic.
Shrinkletoes is pretty strong.
There's no topping that. That's it. Give Hex a crown.
Reducto. Intent.
What about Insolent No?
Last time I wanted Gladiator's name.
Yeah.
Again, perhaps appropriate for like the dark arc of their
Yeah.
story. You know, they've just had it out to Evanescence's Bring Me to Life in the pouring rain, and now they're ready to be a villain.
Exactly. Well, thank you for that thought-provoking question, Mr. Matt, because it really did provoke a lot of discussion there. More than anyone thought. I think even including you, if you're totally honest with yourself.
So, just to point out how much of a go mode that Wugga was in there, like in that interview with Kylo, I think Wugga did about 3.5 dungeons, and really pulled away from DMAC. DMAC's, I mean, we're about to do the Ice Palace now, but this is only now his 5th. And also, one thing that Umara pointed out is that this means that the players aren't going to have to do Turtle Rock today. Which, again, with the allegations of Babby Mode seed.
Yeah, unfortunately, it does appear.
I think I did see DMAC killing Turtle Rock's boss elsewhere, though.
Yes, yeah, in the Thieves' Town, which is what Kylo said he couldn't do at the time because he didn't have he still doesn't have the fire rod.
Yeah.
Kramit saying Wugga's median is around the 1 hour 30 mark, which, yeah, is coming up in about 5 minutes now.
Garlips, did you badly seed them?
Well, the beautiful thing about this is, because they all wanted their own customization options, they didn't want me to customize for them, I created a race seed, which does not generate a spoiler log, so all I could do was put 30 minutes into it at lunchtime, and to see if it was, like, readily, straightforwardly easy, and it was to begin with, but then it's kind of like clammed up a little bit, and I was like, oh, okay, but I see now that that's just a reflection on my ability.
So we just seen would it do a repeat of Armos Knights in the final dungeon. It's actually on a slight tangent. Given that my only other race this time is Plate Up coming up. I'm glad that they've put in the mode to have the North Pole seed back up, because I was mildly concerned that doing Christmas dinner, spoilers for like a few like next month, but like the Plate Up might be Babby mode, but it's actually a bit harder now.
Oh, good. Well, I say good, yeah. I get to watch while everyone else struggles. Kylo saying earlier he's created the SMZ3 seed now, so it'll be interesting to see what that's like on Sunday. That race is at, I believe, 7 or 8 p.m. I'm just going to double check that real quick.
See the kill for Wugga there.
Does mean that I have to start up the game and practice the North Pole seeds again, because yes, I saw someone else playing it and I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to actually need to practice this now.
Here we go. Wugga's fighting Argonim. I think all those points placed on Wugga today have going to pay off.
Have we investigated the links between known AI Markman and this new emergent AI Wugga?
Every time I try to Google it, I get a page that says, this is the FBI, cease looking into this matter or we will extradite you. Well, DMAC is a fearsome competitor, and I think it just, you know, what we're seeing today is two very good players and Kylo. Hi, Kylo, if you're watching the VOD. Kylo's a good player too. I'm just shooting the shit. But Wugga is so good at the things Wugga plays, like so very, very good, which is why I would like to see Wugga play something that he's not good at. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I've used this sort of to describe Kylo before, but the reason I keep repeating it is because it's so very appropriate. Kylo is like the encyclopedia, whereas Wugga is like speedrunner through and through, right? Wugga will know a million ways to play the game fast and efficiently. Kylo will know a bunch of things about particularly a Zelda game that you would never even have thought of, because he's just knowledgeable over fast, and his speed just comes from being able to rely on that knowledge in a lot of situations.
Yeah. And sometimes that knowledge can be a curse, as it was with me in Resident Evil 2. It's just, you know where everything is and you want to grab it, and that just, in a speedrun capacity, is not a good idea. But we're coming up on time for Wugga here, aren't we?
Pretty much.
Once he goes through the stairs?
Yeah.
Let's see if he beats his, well, he's going to beat his 1:30 time, I think. Yeah, I call that 37. 1:29:37. So let me just make sure. There we go.
Wee.
Wee. So don't wanna like toot my own horn too much. Although I mean I'm Garlips, so you expect it. I called this order, so I've got Wugga at first, DMAC second, and Kylo third. So didn't even have to change anything. Right.
Well done, Garlips.
Thank you. And I'm doomed to, because I started the prediction, I'm doomed to not score any points from it. I can call nearly every race, yet I can't make any points. Such is the curse of being me.
Well, I mean, I think this week there weren't many points to be won from picking wood.
No, that's fair. It's arguably a very safe bet. Right, I'm going to cash out that prediction for everybody.
It's very interesting because there does seem to be some substantial gulfs between each player, though. Like, Wugga has finished leagues before DMAC, but DMAC still looks leagues ahead of Kylo. It's interesting that this is, for all the RBC jokes, these gulfs have managed to form from the players. It'll all probably have just come down to their routing, right?
Well, I think the start was quite even. It's just like we were saying, like when Wugga hit Go mode, when he got all the kit he needed and could just like knock off all the dungeons with super powered kit that you don't necessarily need in order to beat the bosses in the first place. Just knock them off with no problem.
At that point, it comes down to pure execution.
Yeah.
The witch buying drugs. Nice. All right. Well, I'm gonna switch the audio over to somebody else. Probably. Well, I know DMAC's got Hollow Knight music, but let's have that for a bit. Do we want to check in with Wugga?
I mean, you certainly could, because it's not like there's going to be another competitor finishing soon.
Yeah, just to let him know to keep the screen up and he can step away for a bit if he
Be
wants.
present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wugga, Wugga, Wugga.
Wugga wugga woo.
With a time of 1:29:37, we were reliably informed by Amaro in chat that your median time is 1 hour 30, so a whole 23 seconds ahead of schedule. You beat the seed. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
But now you're probably wondering, did you do it first?
I'm not wondering. Yes, I did.
Well, you are right. Fuck it. Yes, you're quite correct. You absolutely smashed it. It was, when we were trying to gauge progress, and you'll find this if you watch the VOD, it was kind of very hard initially to tell the three of you apart because you didn't all go in different directions, but certainly DMAC went in a very different direction to you at the start. And so the first person to get a crystal/pendant thing was DMAC, but then you would get one, then he would get one, then you would get one, and then eventually at some point, sort of just after that break, you ran away with it because you were essentially in go mode.
Yeah, it happened actually while you were interviewing me mid-race, where I found the last item, which was the flute, I think. Problem is, whenever I enter go mode, I just erase the entire seed from my head. So any questions regarding where did I find
That's
something,
totally fair.
it's gone.
Yeah.
It's
You just
in the
enter a
trash.
different plane, like a plane of being.
Yeah.
It's like none of it matters because your eyes on the prize. And fair play, absolutely smashed it.
Yeah, that was really good. I felt like I played really well. There weren't many hiccups, and looks like I made all the right calls too. So there was a moment in the seed where I was thinking, well, I have a plethora of choices to go and do, but then the seed just the routing just favored me going to Swamp Palace, which eventually just gave me everything.
Nice, yeah. Paid off.
Yeah, this time it could have been very, very different. Say if I went to Pod instead, then nothing there, and maybe even something leading me down a path where I don't want to go, and that's just the nature of Rando.
Oh yeah, I mean, what do you think about the selection of dungeons that you had to do in order to get the crystals?
Oh, it went pretty well. Hold on, I'm gonna have to retrace my steps here. So the only pendant dungeon that I had to do was Swamp, which is interesting. There's usually at least some form of progression in a couple pendant dungeons, so it's rare to hit the one that has everything you need to finish the seed. Besides that, I think probably I felt like it gave me an edge when I went early to Eastern Palace and I found the glove out of logic, and I knew, okay, well, that's either gonna be the lamp. Well, it was lamp locked, but either I was going to find the lamp that would place everything back into logic neatly, and I could just erase that all the threads leading up to that point. But then I found the second glove. And I'm like, okay, well, now it's getting interesting. Yeah, I think I routed this pretty well. I guess that's the long and short of it.
Absolutely. No, and absolutely fair play. We've been watching here in awe and sort of like vaguely understanding just about enough of it, of what was going on to keep up. But yes, it's a blistering pace.
We're even getting your stats on the screen now with when you did certain bits.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I wish all randos did that.
Yeah, I love this. Oh, 0 deaths. I actually wasn't paying attention to deaths either, but that's pretty neat. And a very low collection rate, which pretty much explains probably why I ran away with it.
Fantastic. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to let you, if you want to, step away now for a bit, and we'll check in with you once we know what's happening with the other 2 races or we hit the 2-hour mark.
Certainly. I will go to the Twitch channel to see what's up. Oh, looks like DMAC is about to wrap it up too.
He's getting close, yeah. Yeah, he was, we were saying, like, for a while he wasn't, well, I mean, at one point he was ahead, but it was just until you ran away with it that it was still reasonably close.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think
cool.
for you to watch the VOD and see that kind of point happen.
Oh yeah, most certainly.
Okay, well, we'll leave you for now. We'll mute indefinitely, rather, I should say. And we'll check in, well, presumably when DMAC finishes, we'll then check with Kylo as to whether he wants a mercy kill, and go from there, basically.
Okay, sounds good.
Alrighty. Cool. So, DMAC is this isn't the final dungeon, is it? It looks a bit too sandy for that.
It is. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. He's got the 7 crystals, but I'm not sure where he is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this isn't Danon's tower.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I'm not sure what he's looking for.
I thought it
Oh,
was.
is it?
It is.
I thought it was.
It made sense. It made sense, right? Right, fair enough.
Very discombobulated when you join a race halfway through. I don't recommend it. What's happened? What's happening? Who's here? But no, yeah, we will be seeing DMAC finishing up soon. It feels strange to be in a position where we're going to offer, and I reckon he even might be surprised by it, offering a mercy kill to Kylo, right? Because Kylo feels good about how this has gone. So Kylo is probably thinking, this is a good seed. It's going well for him. The race is
Kylo is on
enjoyable.
5 crystals.
Yeah.
Or is he? He's got Swamp Palace marked down as a crystal, not a pendant.
He does. I think he is very happy for the progress that he's made, but I think when we talked to him, he was also convinced he's definitely in 3rd. So I think he's measuring his own expectations there. But yeah, I'd be quite happy to let him finish if he wants to finish. Welcome in, Markman. Yes, that was indeed Wugga's file name.
Oh yeah, Steven's rocket is correct. Kylo has not got Swamp Palace marked as a pendant, which is why his crystals look off to me.
Yeah, this is absolutely no shade cast at Wugga, but I would like to see Wugga play something that Wugga doesn't usually play. The people want to see it.
Which is, I mean, it translates to apply to anyone. It's just that he's been so good at the ones that he has been signed up for so far.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I've only signed up for things that I can play.
And I totally get it. I totally get it. But as the official fall guy for like a whole bunch of races, like we would have had Croc if I hadn't said, yeah, all right, I'll race Croc. So like sometimes it's good to just say yes to things you've never played before.
It's a lot of fun. So to sort of back you up with that, Garlips, I have not ran a fraction of the races that you have, but my races, I very much went for, okay, I'm not going to race things I know, I'm going to race things I do not know. And it was a lot of fun actually having to learn the game, then learn how to race the game.
Yeah, because you still got plenty of time. Once a race has been decided, you've still got plenty of time to practice and get just as good as you are at these things.
I mean, to be fair, going outside of my comfort zone and playing games that I wouldn't normally play or have played is my standard regular wheel experience.
It is for a lot of people, to be fair.
What just pointed out, there is the mystery NES shuffler, so a little bit of an unknown there.
There's also going to be a a Disney Mega Drive platformer shuffler thing as well, where it's not really a shuffler, but we're going to randomly pick the games, and teams of people will assign their team members which one they're going to take, and that's going to be very exciting as well.
You can do just Aladdin.
Oh, if we do Aladdin, I might stand a chance. I'm not bad at Aladdin, but there's a whole list of games there that I have not played.
I recognise where DMAC is now. Yeah.
I've just seen DMAC do the Amos Knight refight, which we saw Wugga do some time ago now.
Just to answer what Tabby the Rat is saying there, yeah, absolutely. Like, I've played a great deal of Quackshot. Quackshot is hard.
I don't think I can check it because I think the site is still down, but I think Aladdin appeared on the Wheel of Struggle.
It did, and I did well that week.
I was so thrilled because I did exceptionally well, and then Kylo beat me by like 13 seconds. I was very upset.
I want to say that was season 5. I'm gonna have a look. Oh wait, can we access previous seasons?
I think it would have had to have been season 4 because I wasn't around for 5.
Okay, yeah, probably the end of season 4 because I only joined halfway through season 4. View previous seasons. Here we go. Oh, none of the pictures load. Okay, the site is not completely up.
Yes.
Unfortunately. It's sort of up, but not completely up. But hopefully, at some point, we can get that information.
Some of the challenge for finding people who haven't played games, though, is some games. I'm sure Steven's Rocket is probably sympathetic to my feeling in this particular game. But some particular genres of games, people either like to play them and therefore have already played them, or you're not going to sell it to someone who doesn't play that genre.
Absolutely.
Strategy games being one of them.
It's been a while since we've had the strategy. I haven't even submitted a strategy game this upcoming season. I've been a bit too busy to pick one, but it is tricky. Like, I think it's not so much that it annoyed me. It's just more you understand where I'm coming from when I say how much thought I put into my nominations, knowing that in advance. Like if I've just put any strategy game, like an ordinary strategy game wouldn't cut it. I have to consider that before I even submit my nominations. I try to sort of empathize and think of what I think, even though it's strategy, might be ones that the community might be able to at least access.
Yeah, totally get it. Because obviously, so I was brought into the wheel from a game called Populous at the beginning, which was pretty much my life for the past many years. And then when I wanted to get other strategy games onto the wheel, I had to go for the slightly more accessible ones, like your Command and Conquers and things like that. But it makes it quite hard to submit them for StruggleR races more than the wheel, because people who like strategy games, we've got DMAC on adding him now. We'll see how he does.
Yeah.
But
well, I mean, that's why
people who like strategy games have already played them.
Heck submitted the Anno. I mean, it wasn't an Anno that I'd played extensively, but it's an Anno game, so yeah. I was like, I can have a go at this.
That's actually quite a fun race. Everyone got their jerkins out.
Yeah.
No, and I really like putting on stuff like, I mean, obviously, I'm sure, well, we know the tournaments that you run, Floof, they're no stranger for the strategy kind of like genre to have races, but when it comes to like things like GDQ and stuff like that, you don't see a lot of it, and so I like putting on the stuff that's a little bit strange, a little bit weird, a little bit offbeat, things that people might not have seen raced before, because it's different, Plus, it means that when I'm in the council and I'm exacting my no strategy games must ever make it through, I feel a little bit justified, I've done my outreach, my little... I'm kidding, of course.
I had inferred that might be this thing that they call humour.
But so given that, so I mean, the original plan was to do Hexarchy, and then in the end, Hex hadn't got around to getting that, so we played Unknown instead. It was when the Steam review came out, and it said that Hexarchy was my second most played. I think I ended up just playing a lot of Hexarchy because it wasn't going to be a race in the end. I was like, well, I'm just going to play some of my own Hexarchy instead.
Nice.
But bear in mind it's Steam reviews, so like quite a lot of the old strategy games that I play are not on Steam. They might be on GOG, or they might even be on my CDs. So it's not 100% representative.
Wugga against Ganon now. Sorry, DMAC against Ganon now.
You're that desperate for Wugga to not win that you've just substituted him to be a different player entirely.
Look, honestly, it's a shocker that I can identify where and when this battle is taking place.
I just saw that line. Oh no, Silver, my one true weakness. It's classic James Bond villain style. Oh no, you found what you found.
No.
I think it's definitely going to be the case on Sunday. I'll be praying to be spending as little time in Link to the Past as possible, simply because I know Super Metroid better.
Well, track record suggests that can serve you better than people think. Like
Okay,
being an expert in just one of the games.
Yeah.
That is time for DMAC.
So that's a 150. I make it 27, I think, or 27 or 28.
Yeah.
And in an ideal world, you know both games, but only knowing one of them very well isn't a huge, well, can not be a huge hindrance, but it also just could be the worst thing ever for you if it is.
Oh, for me, it'll just be if it's if there's a piece of kit I need that's dependent and it's somewhere I just couldn't, I don't know or can't think of. But we shall see. We shall see. For now, today, A Link to the Past is king.
So we've got 4 crystals, because one of those is actually a pendant for Kylo and not in go mode yet. So how do you feel about letting Kylo finish?
I mean, if he wants to, I'm happy to let him. But he may also want to be put out of his misery. So I say we present him with the choice. The question is, do we do it now or do we do it in sort of like 8 minutes when it's the 2 hour mark?
The 2 hour. I know. So let's let him at least finish this dungeon.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't want to sort of deny him I'm midway through the dungeon.
Gonna switch over the audio. In that respect, then, should we check in with DMAC?
Yeah.
As we should, shouldn't we?
Okay. D to the M to the A to the C. It's Garlips talking to DMAC. Yo.
That was absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. I've been working so hard on it. We would like to congratulate you on smashing the seed to pieces. How do you feel it went?
So when I finally found my go mode flute, suddenly panic set in, and it was like, if I'm in go mode, Wugga must already be in GT. Maybe that wasn't the case. We'll see.
Interesting.
I feel like it. I feel like I didn't do a lot wrong in this seed, but it could have probably gone a bit better. Not double dipping back into swamp to save me a couple of minutes. Certainly. That troll big block at the top of GT with Moth. I hope everyone gets hit by that and not just me.
Well, I definitely recommend watching the VOD back so that you can see.
It was absolutely a fun seed though.
Good.
Congratulations to whoever made it.
Well, I was the person who pressed the button, so yes, it's all down to me. I'm the mastermind.
All won you.
It's just like taking responsibility for AI. Like, oh yeah, I definitely submitted the prompts into AI, so I'm taking the full blame for this.
We would like to let you know where you are and where you have come in the grand scheme of things. So, it was a close race. There were several times where you traded the lead with Wugga, and it's come down to this with a time of 1:50.27. We are very happy to inform you that you have come second in this race today.
GG Wugga.
Hey, don't count out my boy Kylo like that.
You said I apologize. It was you set me up for it.
It's Kylo's still doing his own thing, bless him. We'll talk to him in a minute. But Wugga put the game away in a very impressive. Apparently Amara was saying in the chat that his median time was 1 hour 30. Wugga put it away in 1:29.37.
Wow.
And he's the first one to say as well that a lot of the choices he made just paid off big time. He went to help me out. Was it Swamp Town or something?
He
yeah.
He says he managed to get the glove early.
Yeah,
was the main thing.
And then he said Swamp Palace gave him everything that he needed from that point on.
Oh yeah, because you're saying like normally you do one pendant and you hope that you get the right things from there. But...
yeah, Swamp Palace had Fire Rod. That opens up.
Yeah.
Ice Palace at Skullboots and Trinex for Eastern. No. Thievestown.
Well, there we go.
I would point out that there was one bit earlier on where I don't remember exactly how, but you went past the Titan's glove, and then I guess would have had to go back a bit to pick it up again.
A good one to watch back.
But yeah, I have to watch it back and figure out exactly. Well, he would have said it in the chat, and so you'd be able to sort of like go, oh yeah, I was in this place, but.
Yeah, and I would stress, our commentary might not add that much, so yeah, definitely feel free to watch it on mute.
No, you've got me curious.
I'm very confused a lot of the time. That's basically what it boils down to. Thank you so much for putting your energy and time into this race. What we're going to do is we will mute and deafen you for now. We're going to give it till the 2-hour mark, which is just about 3 minutes and 15 seconds away. And then we're going to ask Kylo if he wants to continue or not. Give him the mercy kill option. Because at the moment, I forget, he has like 4... you can watch the stream now, by the way, so you can even see his tracker if you like.
He definitely has 5.
Yeah. So we're going to ask him if he wants to continue or not, and then we'll know from there what we're doing.
He's not far off. He's not far off. I think he's on Gomod actually. Yeah.
All right.
He is in Gomod, so he just needs to finish off the last dungeons, which he's not ticked on his tracker to see if they're pendants or not. I think he just has to do Mire.
He just has to do Mire. Total Rock isn't one.
Mire and Desert.
The Palace. Yeah.
Which is maybe 10 minutes. And then 10-15 for GT claims. So
okay.
Within a half hour of finishing, I think.
All right. Well, we'll ask him.
Or less than that.
And see what he wants to do. Okay. check
Sounds
in a
good.
minute then. Alrighty then. We'll let this run to 2 hours, then we'll talk to him. I mean, I'm totally
So
fine
we'll
to
hide
sit
it.
for another half hour if that's what it takes.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me, Mister Showing Up late. You know, a half hour. It makes absolute sense for us to hide this in the middle of a VOD, like a poorly delivered apology. But you mentioned sort of for your next season of StruggleR, you're looking for more of the weird and wonderful to put on, right?
Yeah, I would prefer that.
So what constitutes weird and wonderful for you? What give us, your beloved community, some examples of the kind of thing you'd like to see.
Okay, so I like weird rule sets. I like things that are done differently to just straight completing the game, whether that be randomization, whether it be a whole new rule set that we adhere to. Like, I really want to make something with GTA work. That's like one of my big ambitions. Either kind of like a survive the hunt thing where people are chasing you and whoever like survives for the longest wins, or like just other ways of playing the game that are not necessarily straight any percents with or going through the story as quickly as possible. I like things that are weird. I like shufflers. I like, basically think to yourself, is this something someone could watch anywhere, or is this something that like I don't think anyone has put on before? And I'm not saying that I won't run those straight any percents and what have you. It's just I'm looking. That's what I'm looking for. Is those weird things. Grandiose as well, like high concept races as well. So long as it works in a technical way that we can put it on and people can watch it, then I'm all for it.
Yeah, which is why I think Oh, sorry. Yeah, don't.
I was just going to say, you said no straight any percent, but Markman is confirming you're allowed gay any percent.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Absolutely.
Okay.
So back to the deciding what would be a good strategy thing. That's why I put Hexarty down for a potential good race. It wouldn't be a good wheel thing, because apart from everything else you have to pay for the game, but because the format that I wanted us to do was, it's effectively the weekly challenge, but it is effectively a randomizer. It's sort of the game decides each week, here's some random levels for you to do with different random objectives. You don't have to win the game in the sense of defeat all your opponents. There might be certain random objectives like get to certain amount of gold or claim certain amounts of holy sites, and you don't know in advance what those are going to be before the week.
Exactly. So you can practice the game, so to speak, but you won't be able to practice the exact conditions at all. So those will be decided race day. I like things like that, because that implies like it's more about your skill level than it is about memorizing a run or a route. Not that that isn't important and useful and fun to watch as well, but it means more that you have to make adaptations and thought on the fly, which I appreciate. I think that's great to watch, because then it gives the commentators a lot to talk about as well in regards to decisions that the players are making and things like that.
I think it aligns to what you try to seek as well, in that you hope more people play games that they're not experienced with, or run race games that they're not necessarily the best at.
Yeah.
And by setting down a set of weird rules, it's a bit more of a normalizer than one person just so happens to have sped ran this game for 10 years and the other person's learning it for a laugh.
Yeah, it's something I've tried to approach in Wheel of Struggle nominations as well, because that's where Fallout Pencils was born, because I thought, like, who is going to... Even people who've played this game before, they're not going to know where I've hidden the pencils. Like, they just won't. And so, like, it kind of comes down to, you're not rewarding people for, like, knowing where those things are in the game already. You're rewarding people for, like, just exploring fast and quickly and efficiently. So, yeah.
You didn't expect that some busybody would prove the superiority of a capitalist society and just sit in the shop for an hour.
Well, I didn't predict those exact, like, things happening, but I did very much know that someone would find some kind of gimmick or funny business. And so you plan for everything, and then that someone will still find a way, because that's it's human nature. yeah, the cheese. The cheese will be achieved somehow, somewhere, some with someone. So, but yeah, weird stuff like that would be ideal.
Even say with Fantasy General, which I know was a massive talking point at the time, like Flu found the cheese. I was running on the assumption that the majority of players would not find the cheese, and it would be fine.
Yeah, well, I definitely didn't find any kind of cheese.
Technically, didn't find it.
Oh, you knew it existed. I knew it existed.
Yeah.
I was intentionally not doing it, but I knew it existed.
In my love of strategy game content, I have watched people play games that I dare not play myself, and so I have watched a few playthroughs of Fantasy General in which I knew of the cheese, but I daren't claim to be the one that found it.
Oh, just like to say thank you, Shiva, for the raid. Trusting us with your people. Thank you very much. You join us. The race is mostly it's completely decided at this point. But what we're about to do is check in with our third place contestant and ask if he wants to continue playing the game to complete it or not. It sounds like he's not too far away. We'll let him finish this boss and then we'll talk to him. Well, I mean, is it true what DMAC said in regards to Kylo being in go mode? It is just that he needs to complete dungeons now?
I mean, a bit, yeah, he's got all the items he needs. He doesn't have the boots, but you don't need the boots. So he's doing go mode, but he could be going faster than he is.
He's down to only needing to do Desert Palace, I think.
And then part of me just wants to let him do it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it would take too much longer.
Yeah. I would...
And we are well ahead of schedule, so...
If I was close to finishing, I would not want to know that the finishing was pointless. I'd want to finish and then be told it was pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think DMAC's got the accurate read. He needs to do Desert Palace and then he can finish the game.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
I don't think he's that far off of finishing the game, so all the more to just let him do it, I suppose.
Going back to what we were talking about previously about the StruggleR races, I really would like to get a Wikipedia races tourney together at some point. That might well happen before Season 4 happens, like a kind of interim thing.
Now, I've been struggling, racking my brain to try and think of how to incorporate strategy games, being the person that I am. But it's been a bit of a challenge.
Okay, yeah. Amara reckons Kylo hasn't realised how much of a go mode he is. He's just how to get to the final dungeon.
So we may need to intervene yet.
Well, I mean, he's there. He's just he can be in go mode. He's not. He could be going faster.
Wugga says, "Oh no, he's going for POD."
Oh, he is. Oh no, don't do that.
Oh no, don't do Palace of Darkness.
What does this? Is this just like extra time, or well? Let's not second guess. Let's see what
you a pendant that you don't need.
Let's give him 10 minutes to sort himself out and see if he's still bumbling around or if he's figured it out.
I think that's a good shout. Yeah, he's gone to his house, right?
Yes, he's gone home.
It's a let's play with Kylo time.
Yeah, keep saying, let's all have a cup of tea and watch Kylo have a casual play.
Oh, maybe he wants the boots. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he might want the boots.
Oh yeah, I agree, Tates. I think the Mario Party games that we did this season went quite well. Maybe if we could do like either a longer single game or like you say, like an average across games to decide our winners, that'd be quite fun.
I think it's just my 2 cents that nobody asked for because I like to do that. For me, I think it would have benefited from a longer game because the longer games are where the opportunities of like the truly I want to choke you type shenanigans happen in games like that.
Yeah, I might try and dip into some of the other Mario Parties as well because I feel like my memory of Mario Party 1 is that a lot more massively upheaving shit could happen compared to when I played 4 the other week.
4 has those, just nobody landed on them. They like all those things that you described being in Mario Party 1 are in 4. You just fortuitously didn't uncover them across 2 games.
Yeah. I mean, that is true, Quantum P1, and that's why I would never say that we wouldn't put on some vanilla races. I would be very happy to. It's just I'm encouraging, I'm fostering the idea of like the weirder ones. Dream big, you know? But we wouldn't say, you know, that we wouldn't put... It's just like if it comes down to a scheduling or a, you know, time like commitment thing, I'm going to be favouring those simply just because they're going to be the weirder and the wilder. But I do agree with your point. Yeah, Tates, I definitely think the Wikipedia races are far too short for it to be a kind of a one and done kind of event. It definitely lends itself well to a tournament bracket where, you know, we could do like best of 5 between 2 people and we could cross off a whole tourney that way. So yeah, like the idea of tourneys, like they seem distinct and different from like a regular season of something. So yeah, I think they could very easily slot between things. I'm definitely going to be putting some time into the Wikipedia race tournament so that we do it in the season 8 mid-break, or, you know, it fits somewhere in season 8 or something. I don't know. But all the while people want to race things and people want to commentate them, I'm happy to put this on, and it's really enjoyable to see the fruits of the labour, like today, you know, with yet another great race, and chat active and engaged the entire time.
Apologetic to how much people have had to listen to me over the season, but it's just that much fun, I'm afraid. It's really fun to be involved with.
Look, if anyone's got to apologise for that...
I get involved more, except that most of the races keep getting scheduled whilst I'm eating dinner, so I can't.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm even when, you know, they are time zone dependent, but even then I am kind of guilty of scheduling them sort of like mid-evening. But yeah, it would be nice to move them around a bit as well. I mean, we definitely did that this season. I think the seasons before, they were nearly always in the evening, so...
But I mean, no, to be fair, like when you said that this was available, and it's like, oh, how did I miss this before? This was a game that I would have been interested in watching anyway, because it's one of my Zelda games. But yeah, the fact that it got moved to a slightly earlier time slot was like, oh yeah, no, definitely something.
Yeah, oh, it's you know,
you would have missed it because this one was originally scheduled for dinner time.
Yeah,
to exactly your point.
But no, very very happy to have you, and it's been a delight. It could be fun to do a newbies no practice race where the game needs to be one people haven't played before practiced. I mean, we do kind of have a taste of that with our mystery races where people don't know what the games are going to be. I mean, anything else, you're trusting people to not practice, and like we do that with the wheel, and I'm sure, you know, everyone is very above board and is like, you know, following the rules and what have you, but sometimes, you know, it could be very tempting to just like go, oh, I could just pick this up and put a half hour in it or something. And I'm quite happy to remove that temptation by saying, no, practice the fuck out of whatever it is you're going to race.
I mean, also with that mystery race, like the 3 games that came up, I've never heard of those 3 games before. I don't know if anyone had, but I was like, okay. I was expecting like games that might be well known, but just people hadn't necessarily tried. But I was like, oh my gosh, what are these even games? What?
Yeah. So
I've seen the ones in the race before it. That's definitely an are these even games situation. No, to be fair, both of those games were really good. It's just Soccerban especially. That's people either love it or they really don't.
Yeah. Well, with the first mystery race that you took part in, Floof, that was basically a rerun of one that Z had already put on for I think either Lady Arcaders or someone else, and so we just kind of went with it was a late addition to the season 2 roster, so we just thought we'll just go with what Z's originally planned for that race and just rerun it essentially with new people. So this time it was fun because I got to pick a game as well, so I was part of that process, and it's great fun. And you do sit there and think, oh, is this obscure enough? Is this strange enough that no one's touched it? But yeah, I mean, the answer to that question is itch.io, my friend.
I mean, Z can correct me, but yeah, I think Z said that the first 2 games, the second one, which I think was called Compartmentalize, something like that. I think that was actually made by the Lady Arcaders community specifically for their race. So, it was definitely something that none of us would have seen before.
Absolutely, yeah.
I loved 90% of it. The farty guitar I could have done without, but the rest of it was.
Oh,
fantastic.
Don't forget the infamous Buddha as well.
I like the Buddha. I still go back and watch ERB. It's one of my guilty pleasure clips is to just go back and watch ERB shout at the Buddha.
Yeah. So
no, you can.
Oh no, go ahead.
Would be so miffed if there was a point in clicking it and I hadn't signed up, and guess what was in there? Oh.
But yeah, get yourself signed up for the next one. That would be great. Does anyone know where Kylo is and what he's doing right now?
He is in a dungeon, opening chests.
He's got the key. I think he's actually just got to do this final boss.
Okay.
Thank you for being the helpful one, Stevens Rocket.
I'm watching. I'm still watching the screen. Yeah. Which brings me back to, I hadn't realised until you said afterwards what happened in the previous Zelda game, where I clipped it in the end. I didn't realise exactly at the time that you did the how addicted you were to the Ocarina. Garlips.
Oh yeah.
And it just happened that I was talking about it. I noticed that you're at Mambo's Pond, so that's why I mentioned it in the chat. I hadn't had necessarily seen that you mamboed straight from Mambo's Pond back to Mambo's Pond.
Yeah.
Clever.
I was a little bit too trigger happy on the buttons, just hammering away and accidentally warping myself all kinds of places, including literally right outside where I was.
Yeah.
Wugga with the update saying Kylo is in one of the pendant dungeons looking for the boots he doesn't need.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I recognise the dungeon, but okay, so this is actually not the right dungeon. Brilliant. It's not the dungeon you are looking for. So, I mean, it. Oh, I see. Oh, the P in the top left corner. I had not noticed that so far. So, I mean, seeing as he's not reading chat, so it's not really spoiled, but just for our benefit. So, I mean, where are the boots? Because, I mean, you did get them.
He's being truthful to us, he'll have forgotten.
I believe
Pick them up and immediately forget where they were. Spike Cave.
Spike Cave. Okay.
So I remember, there's a lot I don't know about this game, but one of the cool things that I noticed today that I didn't know you could do, I knew you could have the boots equipped and the sword, and you would do like a dash with your sword out, but I didn't know you could do that with the hammer as well. I was watching Wugga do the bit where you got to hammer down a load of things, but he was running through them with the Pegasus boots, or what? Are they called Pegasus boots in this? I forget. Anyway. Oh,
Yeah, they are Pegasus boots.
that's a glitch from the Japanese edition. Well, you do need the Japanese edition 1.0 to use in the randomizer, so that makes sense.
Oh yes, Spike Cave. Yes, yeah. Just
People like to have a fight over whether they are the Pegasus boots or the Pegasus shoes. I think it's one of those funny translator foibles that nobody can decide on.
Yeah.
To me, they're clearly boots. They are leather boots.
Oh yeah. We're definitely in. Yeah, this is the first time that we've got to see this boss today.
This is originally the Thieves' Haven boss, the Thieves' Town boss, right? Blind the Thief.
Yeah. This is this is where so I was saying that I've never completed this game. This is the final boss that I've completed in the vanilla version. This is where I've got up to in the game.
I mean, they're out starting a new head cannon for the Pegasus Crocs.
I think you'll need Shrinkle Toast to get into those.
The return of Shrinkle Toes.
I mean, we were talking to him eventually. I wonder what he's going through his mind right now. And if he is going through the boots, and he's like, "Oh, where are these boots? I haven't done the boots yet." Oh, Garlips, I just remembered. Do you have the function to maximize one player's screen?
Not anymore.
Okay.
That was in a previous build. Sadly.
Everyone's saying, "Oh no, he's doing Turtle Rock." So now might be a time to talk to him.
Okay, all right. I'll mute and undeafen. Kylorian Ore.
Howdy.
Howdy doody. We were going to approach you with a question.
If they've already done, then yeah, we can stop.
That was my question.
I figured, like, if I'm this far, they're probably done.
We've been trying to work out whether you like. How do I say this without sounding like
I'm missing the boots, and so I either missed it someplace very obvious, or they got extraordinarily lucky, and it could be a combination of A. But I'm guessing I missed it someplace very obvious.
Well, we've given you a little bit of time, and because we thought you were in go mode, but
I thought I was too. But I need the boots to get the last key to get the to finish the desert. So, and I don't know where the boots are.
Chat, could you give us some information on to whether that is correct?
We do. Are we?
Well, yeah, we've got some information. I mean, like, if we're ready to, Kylo's ready to call it.
Well,
I mean, it's up to you guys. Yeah, if both of them are done,
we'll hold on for about 5, maybe about 10 seconds.
Chat has confirmed. Chat is confirming.
Yeah, well, we want to be with you when you open this chest.
Of course, there they are.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
That makes me angry because I thought about doing this way earlier, and I just like I'll come back to it. Yep.
That's the way the rando crumbles sometimes.
Yep, and I it's like okay, the second I find the boots, I'm out of here. Of course, then I had to do a whole freaking dungeon that I didn't have to. I forgot about this check until kind of after it, but.
So at this point, you are now in go mode. Would you like to finish?
Oh, it's gonna take me forever to finish. No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yep, I'm good.
Okay.
You can put me down for a did not complete. I kind of knew that was going to happen going into today, so.
We will now unmute and undeafen our other 2 players. So yeah, we can confirm that sadly you are in 3rd place, but 1st place in our hearts. We've enjoyed watching your journey through Hyrule today. And what's the other one called? Low Rule? Upside Down Rule?
Low Rule is in Link Between Worlds.
Okay. What's it called here?
This is just the Dark World.
Dark World. Okay. Jeez, Shigeru. Why not come up with something exotic or interesting?
The light world and the dark world. I mean, up, down, strange, charmed. You know, have all the different flavors.
Yeah. So Ed, well, we have you sadly in 3rd place, but still a stellar effort, my friend. What we're going to do now is we're going to. Is everyone back? Do we have a DMAC and a Wugga?
Hello.
Hey.
Okay, brilliant.
Congratulations, you guys.
Well, what we will do is we will move over to the podium now. So, an absolutely incredible race, and you're going to love watching the VOD back later. In 3rd place, sadly, it is Kylo in Ore, but absolutely smashing it still. We were so behind you in your corner. We wanted you to succeed. And it felt like, especially when we were asking you questions, we just kept making deaths happen.
Oh, that's my fault for just getting distracted. So I'm not going to blame you guys for that.
No, we will take the blame for that. It's us.
This isn't just performance of Kylo. This is what was the file name again?
Oh,
something meat flop. Or...
Flop my meat, or flop your meat. Yeah.
Just as I see the other 2s are on screen.
Yeah. So meat was certainly flopped today. Congratulations, Kylo.
Oh, thank you.
In 2nd place, with a completion time of 1 hour, 50 minutes, and 27 seconds, it is the legend, DMAC.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. It was a good seat. And GG to both of the racers.
It's been a true delight to watch. In 1st place, we have a Wugga. Still undefeated.
I mean, congrats, Wugga.
Cheers. GG's, folks.
With a searing time of 1 hour, 29 and 37 seconds.
Dear God.
It was a lucky route.
Wow. Yeah, I think the algorithm's in his head. Computer.
Did you just like YOLO Spike Cave a potion or something?
The what now?
No.
Spike Cave.
But yeah, as it's been pointed out by Imaro, like the fact that we were on the quest for those boots, that could have happened. You could have locked yourself, and we could have had a completely different result.
I was right on the brink of skipping Spike Cave when I was up on the mountain. But then I thought, oh man, for a race, I just hate leaving stuff behind. So I did a lot of one-off checks, and that was one of them. So finding the boots there, it was just a stroke of luck that I chose to go there.
I completely forgot to finish off the mountain after Tower of Hera. And then so I was like, I'll come back to it, and then I forgot. So
yeah, happens. It's rando.
There we go. I think all 3 of you will get a kick out of watching the VOD later. And you can too. Although if you're watching this, you are watching the VOD. Unless you were here in... You know what? I'm confusing myself. Let's move on.
Vodception.
let's offer up shout outs. So for Kylorian Or, third place, would you like to tell people where you are and the things you can do and all that stuff?
I can do a lot of things except for Link to the Past Randomizer. No, I will. I look forward to future bouts. You can find me over at twitch.tv/Kylorian Or. It is not Kyle. It is not Ian. It is Kylorian Or. Haven't been doing much lately, but I will try to start getting back into that. With things that aren't Zelda related. Holy cow, it's a concept, but we shall see. I'm over at YouTube at youtube.com/grocery, like the grocery 13, I believe, like the grocery store. Not much uploaded there either, but yeah, that's where you can find me.
Fantastic. Second place, DMAC. Where can people find you and the things that you do?
People can find me at twitch.tv/I'mDMAC. I'll probably be doing a lot more practice for SMZ3, which is coming up shortly. Yep, a lot of Metroidvanias, a lot of randomizers. You can also find me over on Hobbytan's channel on a Saturday evening, playing a variety of horror games.
I think you forgive me for saying you also have a fundraiser that you're working towards. That might still be ongoing.
I do, yeah. I'm currently raising money for Edinburgh Dog and Cat Home. We're at about £230 raised so far. If we hit the 500 mark, I'll be doing a 24 to 40 hour long marathon stream of dog and cat themed games, possibly including Doggy Up. And that'll be on the 3rd of January if we get there.
That's definitely my financial incentive to contribute. I would love to watch you play Doggy Up.
I would love to take the world record.
Okay, yeah, I've changed my mind. Wugga, of course, undefeated. Where can people find you and the things that you do?
Twitch.tv/Wugga. Just add an H to the name you see on the pedestal. I'm so sick of explaining this every time, but at least it guarantees nobody will find me anywhere ever. I'm also on YouTube, something Wugga. Don't add the H at the end. Is this confusing enough for you? I'm going to be doing probably the mission packs for Half-Life next. I think I need a break from Rando for a bit, but whenever I get the Rando fever, as it were, then it's gonna be all Rando all the time, and I'm so sorry for that.
Be sorry not. We love the Randos. Okay. Well, joined us a little later on in proceedings than we would have liked, but still, it was a joy to have you, Love and Floofen. Thank you for joining us today. Where can people find you and the things that you do?
I'm not sure I've earned the shout out, but no, it's been an absolute joy to catch the sort of latter 2/3 of this race. You can find me on twitch.tv/loveandfloofen. I'm currently going through a challenge where I am trying to beat every single custom-made Populous campaign, including all the really obnoxious hard ones. It's been very colourful. There's been a lot of swearing. I've taken a week off to 100% Yakuza 0 Director's Cut, but I will be getting back to that shortly. And you can also find me arguing in the YouTube comments for the channel Lavenji Gaming over my production value 8 years ago. So either of those places are great places to find me. You can also find me in the Albion Speedrun Collective or the Wheel of Struggle Discord.
Fantastico. And Stevens Rocket, thank you for joining us on another race. Your StruggleR debut, well, not your debut, your second race of this season is coming up soon. Where can people find you and the things that you do?
Well, I've a bit of a late call up for this one, but I've becoming a Zelda caster because these are the only things I seem to commentate on. No, so I'm found on twitch.tv/StevensRocket. I stream twice a week, usually one on a Saturday morning and one on a weekday morning. Just raised £500 for Calm, doing my charity streaming for the last 2 weeks.
Oh, fantastic!
And now going to be playing some of those games that you could have got from the collection. So we're playing Core Keeper with friends on Saturday, and Road Waters usually on a Wednesday morning, but not next Wednesday because next Wednesday is Christmas, yada yada. But usually on a weekday morning, we'll be doing some strategy stuff, and on a Saturday morning, some multiplayer stuff.
Fantastic.
And as ever, our host keeping everything together, sort of keeping running things really. Like, let's be honest, Garlips.
Oh, thank you so much, Stephen. You can find me at twitch.tv/Garlips. I'm probably in stream tomorrow. It should be SMZ3 practice, but it's not gonna. It's probably just gonna be more Steam Jank and more Santa with Gun, which I've been enjoying. That's the Bad Run Club game of the month. Not Santa with a gun, Santa with gun. And now that we've discovered an out of bounds for level 5, the speedrun is hopefully going to get a lot faster as well. So I challenge you, chat. Go play Santa with gun and find me a skip for level 2, because level 2 is just balls. Yeah, that's where you can find me, and that's where you can find the things that I do. Thank you everyone for your time today. It's been absolutely amazing. What a great race. And we'll now move over to the calendar and show you what's coming up next. So only one more race. Oh,
I was going to say how many are there left, because there can't be many there.
Oh, so I think currently, well, there's one left in December. That is the SMZ3 race that you can see here on the 21st, Sunday the 21st. That is at 1900 GMT, aka 7 p.m. So work that out for your own time zone, or go to the Discord and check the timestamps in scheduled races. They should be correct and up to date. And then in January, we've got a potential 4 races left, because Sonic DX sadly is going to be shunted to season 4. So yeah, 5 races remaining hopefully. So SMZ3 is the next one. Then we're going to be having Plate Up on Saturday the 10th of January 2026. We're going to be having Resident Evil Remake, the coaching race between Gekish and NBZ, with myself and Deck as the coaches. We're going to be having that race on Sunday the 18th of January, and there are 2 more that need to fit into the schedule somewhere. One is Titanfall 2, the rescheduled race from earlier on in the season, and the other will be Super Clown Quadrilogy, which, believe it or not, they made 4 Super Clown games. They're all crap. And the idea will be that it's just complete as many levels as possible, and you can play across all 4 games at once. You can kind of like open which game you want to start in, and it's going to be fun. Myself, currently, Fire Thief and Lindblom are down for that. But if you have access to the Super Clown games, you want to get involved, you've still got time to get in on that. So let me know, all you Super Clown fans, and we'll squeeze you in. So yeah. That's everything that's coming up for the rest of the season. The season is fast waning, but we've still got a couple of bangers left, so look forward to those. All that remains to be said is StruggleR Season 3 is brought to you by the Wheel of Struggle. As discussed before, we are a gaming group that plays different games every week based on a wheel spin, and we compete for points. The points don't matter, except they're everything. If that interests you, please head to wheelofstruggle.com for more information, or you can find a link to the Discord there. And talking to people in the Discord is probably a good way to find out what it's all about and get involved. So we look forward to seeing you there. Is there anybody... Can people hear us now? Ah, they didn't hear any of that. I accidentally muted us. We're going to raid Bryony now. Bryony K, who's playing the Plate Up sandwich expansion. Sounds from what Kylo and Orr said, very much expansive sandwiches we're going to see. And we will catch up with you at the SMZ3 race on Sunday. So please take care and join us for the raid. Till next time. Bye-bye.
Hi, everybody.
Bye.